Hey, Character Rick, how you doing? I'm just getting set up here. Okay, no problem. Going for coffee. I'll join this AM in an hour. Okay. Okay, Character Rick, no problem. I'll be here for sure, for sure. Hey, Max there, how you doing? Good morning. Hope everything's doing good. Yeah. Hump Day Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's very sunny here today. Very nice out. It's going to be a warm day today, which we're very happy about. Hey, Ice Hat. Yeah, it's been a while. Hope you're doing good too. Nice to see you. I have a feeling there will be some flying done here today. After I get off the live stream, probably. See if I still got to put my table up for my computer room and all that, but most of my outdoor work is done. Took the carport down yesterday. Just left the frame up. Okay. Going to take care. Okay, thank you so much for coming in. You have a be safe today. Hey, what's blind? Good morning. Hope you're doing good. AC Drone, dude. Good morning. Glad to see everybody here this morning. Broken rib, dang it. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that was blind. Did you fall off the ladder or down the steps or something? I'm doing pretty good. There was blind. Staying safe, staying home. We got enough property here. I just walk around here. Went flying the other day. I ain't posted no video yet because I got all the videos in my folder. I'm gonna post only the good ones. And if I go flying again today, I'll make some more videos. I really want to get my computer room done though. Leaned over the more, caught my rib under the head side and snap. Holy crap. Okay. Well, sorry to hear that. Is anyone where in the flooded area of Michigan? Oh, I didn't even know there was a flooded area there. When that happened yesterday? I didn't know about that. Oh crap, the dam broke last night. Oh. I didn't see Paul on this morning. Midland, Michigan. Okay. Holy crap. I remember during the winter here, one of the dams broke. A lot of people got flooded out. They all had to evacuate. Well, we'll see if Paul comes on this morning. He'll give us a news update. Oh, wow. I thought about Paul. I didn't know exactly. He's in Port Huron. Yeah. Hey, Ken, drone pilot. How you doing this morning? Okay.
Hey.
Good morning, Asgard.
Good morning, Roger. What's up, buddy?
Well, I got up out of bed. I'm okay.
You sound tired.
No, I'm just talking a little bit low because Kim's still asleep.
Oh, sorry.
So Paul must have been flying this morning. I'm seeing in the chat, they're talking about him in the chat on the ship cam.
Ah.
He must be gone now. His trucks doesn't look like it's there.
Oh, there he is. He's in
There
chat.
he is.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul. They
Speaking
were talking about Paul in the chat in the ship cam.
Oh, in the ship cam chat.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Hey, Phantom Hodges. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Phantom Hodges.
Yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, it's quite nice here this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of work done yesterday.
Oh, the yard, right?
Yeah, I took down the carport and what the hell else we do yesterday? Carport. We fixed a little bridge there to go in the other fields in the back so we can drive the tractor over it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, D Bill 90, how you doing?
Good morning, D90.
Oh, I didn't know that, Paul. No.
Well, I got it on the bicycle yesterday a little bit.
Okay. So how's it?
Felt strange. It's been 10 years since I've been on a bicycle.
Any pains this morning?
I had actually, when I was finished with the bicycle, I had a pain in my butt.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
haven't done that in so long.
But as long as you don't get any pains in your legs and all that, you're okay.
Nah. You know, I actually have to wear compression socks when I walk
Okay.
to keep the blood flow and all that.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay. Oh, just reading the chat there, but they highlighted Paul this morning while he was flying.
I'm going to have to check that out.
He says, yeah, I can slide the bar back so I can go back in time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's way too back. It's nighttime there. Nighttime.
Wow. Oh, what a beautiful sunrise this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul, what's blind is asking you about the flooding in Michigan. Are you close by there or what? D-Bill, doing fine, thanks. Yeah, I rarely go online because my cell phone has a problem on sadness is complete. No, okay. Okay, D90 Bell. Yeah, I'm looking at your chat there, was blind, yeah. He's probably in his car driving home now.
I like how Paul capitalized the first letter of every single word in his sentence. I wonder if he did that on purpose. It's kind of fun.
It's about 25 miles away from Paul. Okay. Two dams broke. Huh? Dang.
That's good to hear you keeping busy there, Phantom Hodges. Yeah, it's looking pretty good here today. Oh yeah, time I open the window, I'll be right back.
The dams that failed in the Michigan area, northwest of Port Huron, about 70 miles. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be really nice for a while here too. There no rain at all for the next week or two.
my two chipmunks, they got into my little shed
Oh,
and they knocked over this the bird feeder that was just put away, was waiting for the spring, and it
yeah.
was filled with sunflower seeds. So all the sunflower seeds all over the floor in this box.
So you're feeding one of your blue jays on there?
I don't think I'm going to feed anything because every time I put the bird feeder out, the squirrels get it.
Well, you got certain ways you can put those up without the squirrels getting on it, eh?
I'll have to find out how because this one was supposed to be bird squirrel proof,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't.
Well, here we take care of our squirrels.
I'm gonna take care of these two chipmunks. I give you that.
It's when they got in my garage. Two big freaking squirrels. They threw everything off my shelves onto the floor.
I'm dropping the hammer.
Yeah.
I didn't realize squirrels would get into your shed and stuff.
Oh yeah. And they're even worse if they get into your attic. You got to make sure you kill them because they're gonna chew your wires
Yeah.
and cause a fire. Because that's what they did. My next door neighbor, the owner of this place, his roof caught on fire because the squirrels eating the wires.
Shoot. Yikes.
Hey Nanya, good morning.
What's up,
Yeah,
Nanya?
we're talking squirrels this morning
And chipmunks.
and chipmunks.
Rodents.
Yes, I took my Mavic Mini out flying the other day, Nanya. It went very good. I still didn't post a video yet. I will soon. And I might be flying today, the way it's looking out here. Now we can take the tractor and go up in the fields there, and we'll probably film up further up in the fields.
Nice.
Well, I take the tractor. Kim sits in a trailer in the back with all the equipment.
Okay.
Then we go up in the field and
Fly.
eat. Hey, good morning there, Paul.
How you
Captain
doing?
Murray. Good morning, sir.
How you doing, Roger?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I went out and flew 2 ships this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Mia, of course, is tickled to death to go anywhere, and she thinks she's Lord of the Manor right now. Here she's in the backyard watching everything. What
Well,
a girl! I'll tell you what.
Is it all fenced in?
Oh yeah, it's a security fence all the way around.
Okay, nice.
Mm. Yeah, I was blind. Yeah.
She chases the squirrels.
Me too.
Yeah, except I feed the squirrels. You don't.
Yeah.
No.
So, Nanya, yeah, I took about, I said about 10, 15 videos altogether. I got to decide which one we're posting. I didn't post them yet. So, but I will be posting.
Yeah, Phantom Hodges, one of the operators there, the guy that was operating the camera today, he's taken interest in what I do, and whenever he's on the controls, if he can spot my car, he will.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Oh, I'm glad you got up the flu this morning. You took your Pro Zoom?
Yeah, I took the Zoom. Yep. Still getting used to the Mavic Air 2, but you know, once you get used to something, Hugh, you just keep flying it. You know?
Yeah.
You know how it's going to act, react. And it was windy down there. It was gusty, as you can see from the
Yeah,
flag.
you see the flags, yeah.
You notice any difference flying the Mavic Air 2 versus your Mavic 2s?
No.
No.
When I get used to, I'm having a little bit of hard time getting used to the new controller,
That's what I thought.
the way it
Feels
feels,
different, right?
the
Yeah.
way it reacts. It doesn't, I can't find, and everybody tells me it's not there. But you know how you can go in and you can set how your controls, speed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the sensitivity.
It's not in there.
Hello.
Ooh.
Hey, Looney Powell, how you doing?
And you know, when you get older, you have a hard time kind of maybe just the little nudging things when you're.
Oh, for sure. I wonder if they'll put that back in.
I don't know. I'm sure that they're listening to other people because I'm not the only one that made the comment. You know?
No, I know Billy Kyle made the same comment about having to look for the feature. He said, I have to look to find out where I can adjust the sensitivity because he was finding the camera very jerky.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so sensitive that when you put your finger on the wheel and you just think about moving it, it moves.
Yeah.
Go on, come to Rick.
What's up, Rick?
Having troubles setting up here in the garden. I might have to go stand outside, I think, but there's no garden, I guess.
Well, at least you'll get
How's
tan in there.
How's everybody doing?
Well,
Good.
Aaron, how's the weather where you are? It's good. Should be good, isn't it?
It's sunny like crazy. It's a little chilly, but
Yeah.
it's nice.
Right here, right now, Rick, it's 55 degrees and
What's that in centipede?
55 would be about 12.
About 12. Yeah, it's about what it feels. Probably about the same here.
Yeah.
Are you smoking a Colt cigar?
Maybe.
Oh, wine dipped, man.
No, not wine, not wine.
It's
I
not
smoke
with
the,
wine.
The blonde, Captain Black blonde. I don't do wine. I don't do any alcohol.
I used to
I'll
love
bring it back, guys. I'll bring
Okay.
it back.
Roger.
I used to smoke the Colts. They called them wine. Yes, they were really
Yeah.
loved them.
I have smoked those, Hugh, but I'm kind of partial to these Captain Black blondes.
Yeah.
Was blind says you can't hear Paul. You guys can hear me all right?
Oh yeah.
I said you can't, or Rick. You can't hear Rick,
Really?
but you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm not muted, so
Yeah, no, either
Roger.
mine.
Yeah, you guys. Okay, must be on your end. Was blind. That's strange.
that is really strange.
May want to try just refreshing your browser, bud. That might help.
Good morning, Nanya.
Corey, what's up?
Yeah, I find when I smoke the naturally grown cigarettes or cigars in the morning, Hugh, I don't have much energy for the rest of the day. So I smoke one of these when I get up, and then that's it for the day.
Okay.
Unless I'm staying home for the day, and then I'll smoke a marijuana cigarette, right? But
Oh,
that's
there you go.
Yeah.
What's up, Lonnie Paul? How you doing, bud? It is a nice
Things
day
are-
in the neighborhood.
yeah, it is a nice day. Things are hustling and bustling. Everybody's back. Well, not everybody, but it seems like a lot of people are back to work here.
Cool.
They eased up there.
A little bit, yeah. It seems like it. I had to shut my cell phone off. I got too many calls, too many people.
Too much work.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Because those 3 months, nobody's had anything done, right? So now everybody that wanted all the spring
Yeah.
stuff done wants it done yesterday. But
Yep,
I
right
don't have
away.
time for that.
You could be as busy as you want to be, or what I used to like to say, the phrase, as busy as a one-arm paper hanger.
That's it.
Okay, Rick, I'm going to show you the final.
The final product
with the whatchamacallit.
Oh, wow.
Pegboard
with the
up and
pegboard.
Yeah,
Nice.
did my pegboard.
Are you going to
Nice.
stain it or just let it go natural?
I think I might just leave it natural. Yeah,
Because it'll change a little bit over time, right, Rick?
It'll warp a little bit over time too if he doesn't stain it.
that's a
It'll
good
warp.
even indoors. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Well, your garage climate
Moist.
controlled with the house?
No,
Oh,
not at all.
it's
there
moist.
you go.
Good point.
It is
Even-
moist.
Yeah.
Even I'm trying to avoid the moist. Even if you just Thompson's water seal it,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't put a color on it, but it just puts a protective layer.
I
Well,
think,
and actually, can't you have even that Thompson water sealer? I think I could be wrong. some paint stores will put a tint in it for you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely. It's the same thing. Like if you install a pocket door, you have to make sure all sides are sealed or it will warp because it's hung from the top and then it, won't be so straight anymore.
Yep.
Yep.
Gets that twist in it.
Yep. Well, all wood dries, follows the grain, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Hugh, I got one of your buddies with me today.
Who's that?
This guy, Mr.
Is that a CRKT or
It's a Max Force.
Max Force? Okay.
Definitely not spring loaded.
No, but it's got that cam.
It's got the cam. Yep.
It's got the cam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my go-to pocket knife is the Max Force. It has stayed sharp through. My buddy makes knives, and I carry this.
Do you know what I have in my pocket every single day is the Benchmade bug out.
Awesome. Yep.
Awesome knife. They don't
Beauty
even
knife.
sell it on Amazon anymore. You can't get it.
I haven't seen them for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because it's got that thumb stud. They stopped importing thumb stud knives to Canada because that's
Yeah,
supposed to
same
make it
thing.
so much more dangerous.
Flick it out.
Same thing.
It's ridiculous.
You can keep that big chrome 357 hidden there, Paul. We're just talking about knives.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you know I had one of those?
Because you pulled it out one day.
Everything, Paul. Because we know you got everything.
And don't you remember the day you pulled it out and pointed it at the camera?
Well, that was my 38 automatic with the
Damn.
laser sight.
No,
you don't wanna
no.
miss
This
this.
was a revolver. This was a chrome revolver.
I didn't think I ever pulled that out there. Huh.
Well,
Yep.
my memory only works on certain things, but this was definitely a chrome revolver.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I baited him into it, guys.
Dirty Harry moment.
I thought this was the one that we were talking about
No,
What's that, a
that's nice.
22?
because it's got
Oh, geez. Is that a 22?
no,
No,
No.
38.
A 38. Christ, that's small.
Yep.
That's compact. That's for sure.
Yeah,
must give a kick also.
Wow.
oh yeah.
Boom.
So don't nobody come to take Paul's drones because he's ready
That's
for
it.
you. He's
That's
ready
it.
for you.
So did Tim decide on a iPad that he's after, or what's the
Yeah,
scoop?
yeah, there's one coming in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he's gonna stay Android because of the iPads are so expensive.
Yeah.
I would stay Android too for that exact reason. I agree. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Well, I was gonna chip in a few bucks on that, but I guess if it's already on the way, then I just won't.
He's a done deal.
Well, that's nice of you, Rick, to do that. If you wanted to, you could always just send a couple of dollars in the PayPal account.
I think that's what I'll do. I was gonna throw in 50 on that thing,
Yeah.
so I figure I'll just send Tim a 50. And
Roger can put the PayPal account right in the chat.
Hold on. Phantom Hodges says we can't protect ourselves in Canada. I
I'll be right
disagree.
back. I got
I
it.
disagree. Come on to my house. Take my drones.
Come on to my
You're
house.
personal.
see, that's why I have a Chow Chow, so I don't have to get in any trouble, and he
There you
can for sure protect the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lonnie
And then I
Paul.
don't-
Absolutely, Lonnie. We can have pistols. We can have all kinds of guns.
Just can't use them.
Well, we have
Basically.
different laws for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, depends where you are. I don't keep anything here except for my pocket knife. That's it. Not
It's
even the
just,
kids' BB guns.
There's a different, like the U.S. has a more of a gun culture because of the, you're a revolutionary country, right? You revolted from the UK or whatever during the war, so you have different foundations, right?
You can have Looney Paul. You can have firearms here in Canada. That if you have a commerce, or you handle lots of money and all that, you're allowed to have a carry-on, or what do you call that? Carry.
Concealed carry.
Carry permit.
Yeah, you're allowed, but you have to prove that you carry a lot of money around for, you know.
Yeah.
But for usually you're not allowed to have one.
No. Out of all the people that I know that have guns, only one, which is my partner, and he's only allowed to have the handgun because he's a licensed trapper. That's it.
Yeah.
So, as the drone goes, it looks like a sunny day, so everybody must be getting out today.
Yeah. Time to fly.
Yeah, it's a little windy, but I'm gonna wing it anyway and take the wing out, and buzz a few people.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Morning, Rich.
good morning, Rich. How you
Rich
doing?
is here.
I like your background. That's nice.
Yeah, that's like the day today. It's a gorgeous day out.
Yeah, it's
Front
gorgeous
yard?
here too this morning.
Is that a picture of your front yard?
Yeah, sort of looking from my porch to the front. Yeah.
Great shot.
So yeah, we're in a townhouse complex, so that's where am I here? Playground area,
Yep.
Shed for like lawn mowing equipment and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, pretty excited. I haven't even had a chance to.
Ah.
Ah,
Yeah.
When did it come? When did it
Yesterday.
come? Yesterday.
Yesterday.
You have it still sitting there?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, you must the ball and chain must have it just tightened right down.
Yeah, no, I had between work and I didn't finish work until late, probably like 6, 7 o'clock. And then by the time we got out, we had a few things to do. So it's like, okay, this isn't going to happen. So
well, with
today's
something
another
like
day.
that, when you have the time, it's nicer to do something like that instead of rush through it, because that's a pretty special drone.
Hey Rick,
Yeah.
Roger put his PayPal account in the chat if you need it. So
I'm joining the chat.
I can't see the chat because
Yeah, Rick's already got my PayPal account.
oh okay.
Yeah, I'll
That's
do
nice.
something
That's
later.
nice of you, Rick, to help them out because they can always
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do something later on today there for sure.
yeah. Because I know that it, you know how it is when you're working on a budget and all of a sudden these little blips happen and it's like, holy crap.
Absolutely. Well,
Hey,
two
Rick.
weeks ago, I had to shut down a couple of things that I'd purchased because of the same deal, but she's all good now.
I had
What do
this
you-
little blip called retirement.
What did you hold up there, Rich? That case.
That's
That
something
better not be
Rick might be interested in that later.
Ooh, look at that thing.
You know, just maybe, just saying,
Yeah,
you know.
Just have a little look. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Nice and new.
the mini. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Rich is
And-
trolling him.
and- Come on.
That's it.
And it's
We
got
we
all the
we gotta
goodies.
make it special here, right?
He's
Look
got
at that.
look at he's got the lens
Yeah,
filters.
Look at
and
all the
everything.
filters.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the tap for the bank card thing?
Hold on, I'll make you a good deal on a really small drone.
Yeah. How about
Free
trading
flight
on a
time.
booger?
Free
Well,
flight
he'll
time.
trade a booger.
Hey, I got kids. I got enough boogers. That's funny.
Corey, what's up, man?
Good morning,
Rich-
Corey, man.
Rich will send you that baby right away. He'll put it out in the mail today if you just.
He doesn't have to. He's only about 16 blocks away from me.
Oh,
bad.
really?
Yeah, we just have to put on our safety bibs and we're fine.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
hey Rick. As much as I'd like to pass mine on to you, that's a better deal.
Well, it's a closer deal. And
Oh.
we all know how the shipping goes between you and somebody, Paul.
Ask Roger to
You wait
Canada.
6 weeks and it still
Yeah.
doesn't come. That's crazy.
Exactly. Yep.
That's nuts.
Well, I'm glad Roger got that cable, even though it took forever.
Well, and we got another one. Because he didn't get it after a week or two, we ordered another one from Amazon for him.
I still haven't come yet.
It's still not there.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you got both of them.
No.
No.
Well, I'm standing here waiting for the laptop to get dropped off as we're talking. He's supposed to be delivering it right now.
Yeah, all these new things. It's like,
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys heard the scuttlebutt lately? I've been sort of keeping my ear to the ground, and you know, you filter out what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. At least you try to, right?
Yeah.
And you know, everybody's got, you know, it's all conjecture, it's all speculation, right? But Lauren, who's a DJI, I guess he owns he's like a reseller in Canada here, and he often comes on Bill the Drone Reviewer show on the podcast, not the podcast, but the live stream, and then he's also on the chats, right? So it's interesting, and I'm not gonna quote him because I don't want to misquote him, but from what I've read, and this is my personal take, okay, so just my opinion, is DJI is going to be dropping something big, like they're going to be announcing something coming up soon, and we thought, okay, they're just going to sit back and they're not going to do anything for a while because the Mavic Air 2 is out there and it's selling by storm. Mavic Mini is still a hot product out there, but what I think, and this again, this is my personal opinion, is going to be one of two things that DJI is going to drop. They're going to say, hey, we've got smart controller compatibility 100% with the Mavic Air 2, right? Or it's going to be the Mavic Air 3.
Nope.
And
it's not. It's actually going to be, I swear, I almost put bank on it. They're going to make their own, like not race drone, but freestyle drone. Almost guarantee it with the DJI
and you
system.
know what? You're right. That was my optional third.
Yeah, that's what I think. Honestly, I think that's their next big one that comes out because so many guys buy those and build them and fly them. They want part of that market. They really do.
Yeah, I agree, Rick. The only thing is that Rich might be onto something is that they've been promising the smart controller to work with all their drones forever, and all it is a damn software thing.
Yep, they have, absolutely.
I mean, I'm flying Crystal Sky with my Zoom, but I can't fly the Mini. I can't fly my Air 2 with it.
I can see it. It'll hook up to the Air 2 probably within the next month or two, but I don't ever see it hooking up to the Mini.
No.
Corey Mano says DJI HD FPV V2s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Corey's on it, but I think it's going to come in a drone.
Yeah, because you know what? I think a lot of people, even in the FPV community, have been looking at the quality of the goggles from
HD
DJI.
goggles. Yeah.
And I think more and more of them are slowly becoming accepting, except it's a big transition because you've got all this analog gear and you've got all this analog stuff installed across all your drones, current drones. It would be a lot of money, bottom line, to convert all of that, right? Yep. So I think and then there's always a struggle of, well, if you're coming in new to FPV and you've been practicing on something small like I have been, and then you want to make that next step up and continue your practicing, which direction do you go in? Do you go the analog route or do you go this new route? Because this new route could be a route to the future, right?
I think it depends on what you're out there doing, though, because if you're not recording it to put it on YouTube, their analog is fine just to fly. Yeah. But if you're actually producing, then yeah, I get it. You want the DJI system. It's superior. It just is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, I'd like to say good morning. Some people in the chat there. Roland just popped in. Michigan Adventures. Good morning. We have GLRC multi-rollers. We have Phantom Hodges. D90 Bell. Good day to everybody in the chat. Corey Mano. Was blind. Looney Powell just left. He just left. Jake, the Drone Addiction, is very happy to see you. Long time no see. And welcome everybody. Nanya had to go out. He had to leave.
Has anybody heard from Blind Neil in a few days?
On yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on yesterday.
Was he? Okay, I didn't see him. I wasn't on the whole show, but
North of 54. Good morning. So now I gotta take 25.
mean, it's hard
Yeah,
to
so-
believe. It's hard to believe in my mind that this is the 20th of May, and
Oh.
the weather's been terrible.
Yeah, well, here it's beautiful today. It's
You
nice
know, we'll
to-
take it. I'll take it anytime like this. For
Yeah,
sure.
this is a beautiful day for sure.
Hey, John Spizzo, how you doing?
So,
Hey, guys,
Rich, are you going to get the Air 2 up today?
I've got some plans with it right now, as far as just doing some project work on it, as far as shooting a video and stuff. And then if I don't get it up today, I'm hoping it'll be over the next few days, because the weather is supposed to be pretty consistent here in Waterloo. It's supposed to even get warmer as the weekend gets closer.
Well, Hugh offers, if you just want to ship it over to him,
I
he'll fly it
offered
for you.
nothing.
hey,
He'll
Tree,
fly it.
No.
Hugh will fly it for you and let you know, and then send it back.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that second opinion, that
Yeah.
that value, that asset test, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I will offer to do that then.
Yep. And I would imagine even Rick might offer to do that too.
No, that's way
Yeah.
too expensive for my blood. That thing, no. None of my drones are worth more than about $300
Well,
right now.
you could be
Taylor.
Canadian drone pilot's drone tester, and he could
I could
give it to
You know
you to fly.
I could let him put on his goggles, and I'll be his wingman watching with my line of sight, so he flies. and I'll
I
do
need,
the
you know
other
what?
thing.
A trainer, right? It's like, okay, Rich, pitch it up. Okay, roll to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to the
That's it.
left.
That's it.
I tell
Hey,
you,
Rich,
like I said,
Rich, in your background just a moment ago, one big ass bird took off out of that tree behind you and headed.
Yeah.
yeah, we have, they're called Waterloo vultures, eh?
What are
I thought those were only in the nightclubs.
Waterloo vultures, Rich?
I'm just teasing. We've got, because we kind of border the countryside a bit. I mean, the city's growing like, rock in the pond effect, right? But we're on the fringe, kind of within a few kilometers. I'm hitting farmland and stuff like that, and which is nice. But yeah, occasionally you see these. As I'm driving along, you see these bloody turkey vultures, or you see these, these big, huge, massive hawks, and it's like, whoa! I'm glad I'm not flying anywhere near that today.
Roger, you got turkey vultures, don't you?
Oh yeah, got lots of them here. When
Every once in a while, Rich, when a stray, unwanted salesman comes to Roger's door, he gets the opportunity to feed the turkey vultures.
Ario says you might be a good idea to stock up on DJI props. Artel is on the warpath. Okay. John
Nothing
Speedo, nice to see you. Blind Neil, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? We're just talking about you. Good morning.
Good morning, Neil.
Carpet Derrick.
Yeah, that whole Autel thing. Yeah, they could be on a warpath, but here's the bottom line. They have won the interim injunction against DJI when it comes to that so-called patent.
Yeah.
But DJI is not over. They've got deep pockets, and
It's kind of
they're
like
going.
Yeah, isn't it? It's like a mosquito going after an elephant. I mean, it's like.
Yeah, if anything, it's going to bring attention to Autel, and is it the kind of attention?
Is it a positive or negative attention?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing
And
about Autel is,
at the end of the day, DJI, I mean, if they, if they have a choice, right? They can just play it nice and say, okay, you know what? So what do we want to settle on here? Like, do you want a percentage of this or that? But I don't think DJI wants to do that at all. I think DJI is just going to say, you know what? We're going to shut this door. And
DJI wants
and
Autel to
even
go back
if
to
you look
making
at the
robots.
Mavic Air, if you look at the Mavic Air 2, and Paul, you may have noticed this, that if you're not paying attention,
I did it.
You can put the wrong prop on the wrong motor, thinking that you did the right one, because it doesn't stop you from doing that.
Yeah.
Like it does with the Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah.
Like with the Mavic 2 Pro, you can't lock it in.
I
But
did
with
it,
the Mavic
Rich.
Air 2, yeah.
because it comes with 3 sets of props. And so I've got all these props spread out here, and I'm matching them up and putting them on. And I thought I had it. I remember thinking this, but where's that other white ringed one? And so oh, there it is. And it was the one sitting by itself, and I stuck it on. I go down to the river, and I go to take off, and it was in the left rear, and it was going like it was going to flip over. And so I stopped it, and on the screen came a warning showing the props, and it identified that prop as being the wrong prop.
Oh, wow.
Can I ask Roger a quick question, gentlemen?
Sure.
Roger, we watched an unboxing of a nice coffee maker the other day.
Yeah.
And my ex-wife is really curious on how you like it, because she liked the idea of being able to do the separate cup and the pot. So do you like that coffee maker? How's it
Well,
going?
I haven't started it up yet. I will be doing that this week, but yes, I do like that idea. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's got a little tray that you saw it was taped where you can take it off and you can put the bigger tumbler, the insulated ones in there.
Yeah.
The lid up.
Well, you make sure you let us know, Roger, because that's a pretty nice machine. I'm interested in one of them.
Yeah, they're very nice for sure. I was going to start it up yesterday, but with all the work we did outdoors, didn't have time. I still didn't have time to put my coffee table, my table up here in there.
And you can get that from Hugh and Roger's favorite place to shop, Amazon. Amazon
So
CA, Canada.
It was the CA? Okay, because that's what she was asking. So
It's $103. It's on special now.
Anytime
That's a
Paul
good
uses
deal.
my name,
You cannot make a mistake.
Hugh, I always respect you. I don't, other than when you named your little flipper there, Booger.
I just know you're up to something.
No.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. Hey, 3X Jones, hope you're doing good this morning. Nice to see you.
That's only with John Coopy and John DiNardo.
This is Roland says it can take years before it's all sorted out. Yep. Apple is against Samsung, etc. Yep. True, Roland.
Maybe DJI will buy Autel. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Autel makes great robots, and that's where they came from. They've been a robotic company for a long time. All they are is just branching out, trying to make some extra funds. They make a great drone. The problem is you cannot fight DJI, because that's basically like Quebec trying to separate from Canada. It's not enough money. Autel can't afford to fight DJI, so they'll probably just take a buyout, and
And the other thing behind the scenes, what DJI could be doing is buying up all the stock they can of Autel Robotics, and then at the next meeting, no.
You see, Paul, that's the table there. I got leaned up against beside Roxy.
Okay.
That's the one I'd be putting up here for my computer.
Excellent.
We were supposed to do that yesterday, but oh man, we did so much work yesterday. It was ridiculous.
You got the legs on it, so it's a freestanding kind of like a long table, right?
It's got leaves on it. There, you just put up the table a little bit, and you pull out a leaf, and you close the table, and you put up the leaf on the other side too. So it's still an 8-foot table.
8 foot. That'll help you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Can I sleep on it when I visit Roger Palooza this summer? No.
Yep. There'll be leaves. Oh no, the other table I got, my kitchen table. It's 11 foot long.
So in regards to the Roger Palooza, right now we're shot down for another 30 days on the Canadian border, but are we allowed to cross the Quebec border yet, Roger?
To tell you the truth, I haven't checked that out, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. Hey, we got people here from Indiana driving with their trailers in the back.
Yeah, we actually had a New York. Yeah, we had a New York one go by too.
So I mean, what the hell? So you must be a lot coming down from Ontario.
Maybe they got.
I'm just gonna say I'm going to visit my grandpa, and that's it. Sorry.
Yeah. Give him my name, Roger Martin. That's my grandpa.
Exactly.
That's my grandpa, third removed. My grandmother, she was frisky.
Well, I could just see this, right? All at the border, all hitting roughly the same security person, right? Border crossing patrol person. And it's like, what are you here for? Yeah, I'm here to visit my grandpa. Oh, what's your grandpa's name? Roger. Okay. And then the next person comes up like a few minutes later. Hi, I'm here to visit my grandpa. Oh, what's his name? Roger.
It's a very common name, ST.
Or if you really want to mess him up, you just go Roger Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
And then the
And it sounds
fourth
legit, right?
the fourth person at the border would be Val, and she say, "I'm going to visit my grandfather, and his what's his name?" She go Roger Martin.
Blind Neil says, yes, the border is open to what a friend in Hull said. And Corey Mano says, 1 week prior, they lift everywhere else. Okay. So you're allowed to.
We're free again.
Yeah. So I guess,
Feel free to move about the country.
yeah.
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
if Gary's
hopefully-
still in the chat there, but we'll have to, Gary, if you're still in the chat, we'll have to hook up and see it. I don't know. I might trailer the motorcycle down, but I might ride it. So if you want, Gary, I'll email you and we'll figure something out for that.
Oh, do you have a bike too, Rick?
Yeah, I got two.
Oh, I didn't know. Cool.
Yeah, 2017 Harley 48 and a 98 KLR 650.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Eh,
Nice.
Yeah, there's a few videos a year ago on a couple of the bikes, but it's not really, it's transportation.
It's transportation.
Yeah, but the KLR makes an interesting subject followed by the drone, right?
The KLR was pretty
The
good
bush.
until I blew it up in the bush last year and had to fix it literally in the bush. Top end, yeah. So, oh, here comes the mother-in-law, guys. I'm gonna have to hide the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna block the camera because I'm on live, Ruth, but you can just go by.
Stealth mode.
Stealth mode.
Different to Rick's style.
That's it. He won't even introduce us to his family. I don't know. I'm feeling wounded.
You're feeling a little left out, are you?
The ex-wife still likes me, right? So I don't want to rub that any worse. We'll just keep her happy.
Oh, your car doesn't have AC, so you ride a bike all summer. Okay, Brant. Yeah, West Blind says that was funny.
Yeah, my wife and I went into the Harley shop, the store in Cambridge, Ontario, and they had this every year. They have this big, huge event, right? One for the guys, one for the girls, and it's a great way to promote, the bikes and the shop and everything else. And they have a huge discounts on stuff. So we were shopping around for stuff for a friend of ours who loves Harley Davidson, right? He collects those Harley Davidson poker chips, and we get them every time we're in a different place or we travel. We pick one up for him if we can from a Harley store. Anyways, long story short, I'm looking at some of these bikes, and I'm looking at my wife and going, "What do you think? Huh? What do you think?" And she says, "Well, maybe not today." And I'm like, "Ooh, that's not a closed door. That's a
It's an
partially
open
open one."
Yeah.
That's it. Just wait another 1 year till they go into bankruptcy and you'll be able to get one for real cheap.
Yeah.
My wife used to say never. So, hey, Captured Life Connection, how you doing? How come you don't have a wrench? I don't know. I'm gonna give you a wrench there, Captured Life Connection. I thought I'd give you a wrench the other day. Everybody check out Captured Life Connection. Got 3 rules in here. It's no politics, no foul language, and no racist remarks. And welcome to the group. And if you now you got a wrench, you can post a link to your channel in here so everybody can hit you up there, Captured Life.
Yeah, we do good.
What's
We do pretty good on most of those areas. Sometimes the politics part, we gotta give ourselves a little pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, on time. Roger's a pretty good chief. Keeps us
Yeah.
in line.
That's right.
Well,
Sometimes I gotta keep myself in line.
If Roger could be king for the day, he'd straighten the Indian thing out.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to being politically correct.
Okay.
Well, what I meant by the Indian thing is that
One day in a row.
they would have to be selling cigarettes again.
Well, they are, Paul, actually. So we never got into this, but my mom is actually half Cree Indian from northern Quebec.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah. And they are definitely selling cigarettes again.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
know
here.
about near you, but in northern Quebec, they definitely are near Temiskaming.
Yeah. Not here.
Roger's
Oh,
still
well, don't
paying.
forget now, the reserve is close to Montreal, so that's why they don't want people.
Oh, that's why then, Roger. Yeah. So
yeah. But for
she
that
was able to call
if
the
you go up
store.
to northern Quebec, okay, but I'm not gonna drive 3-hour drives out, go down there, no way.
No. What she did, she called the store, Roger, and he drove out to the edge of the reserve and brought her 10 cartons.
Oh yeah?
So I don't know if they'll do it there too, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So you call the store on the reserve.
Yep.
And
And he
ask,
drives
tell them you give him an extra 20, bring you 10 cartons or whatever.
No, he didn't charge a dime extra. He just brought them out.
Hey, Phantom Hodges, yes, I heard. I was going to talk to you about that this morning. So you're off for the whole summer.
What?
No school bus driving. Yeah, the schools.
Oh,
in
my
Ontario
dad
are
knew
closed
them.
for good.
Yeah, I did see that. I never thought. Yeah, Phantom, that's not great.
Yeah. There you go, Blind Neil. He's going quack, 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 tweet, tweet, cluck, cluck, foul language. There you go.
Nah, we do pretty good. There might be the odds.
We're supposed to open here on the 1st of June, Phantom Hodges. Yeah. That's the news we got. They went to the council and apparently they're supposed to open up on the 1st of June. Because what I pay for a carton of cigarettes, I could buy 10 cartons. No?
Crazy.
Yeah. And I tried to quit smoking the other day and that didn't work out. I gotta wait.
Oh, I never even thought about that. Shit.
Yeah, I gotta wait. Because I was starting to eat a lot more. And I was, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I gotta just
Well, just talking about the smoking thing. My stepfather. This is going back. It's got to be 10 years now. He was like, he'd go through, I don't know, a couple of packs at least a day, right? At least.
Yeah.
And that was on the low end.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was always hacking and coughing and everything else and just going through it. And one day, my daughter says to him, "Papa, why do you smoke?" And he thought about it for a moment. And she said, "Can you stop smoking? It smells." And it was so cute and so innocent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's got to be like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. Anyways, at the end of the day, he thought about it, and then one day he started coughing up, and he looked into it and looked into what he was coughing up there, and there was some blood there. Scared the crap out of him. He took the cigarettes, crumpled them up, threw them in the garbage can, and hasn't looked back.
Yeah.
Just hasn't looked back.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody gets to their point of decision, right? Whatever that is. Some may never, and it's just what they like to do. That's okay. But for some, everybody gets to that point, right? So
Yeah.
Well, Rich, don't you think it also depends upon your anatomy and makeup, how addicted you are to that nicotine?
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Where I know, because we've all seen. I remember growing up, somebody that might smoke a half a cigarette, put it out, and you never see them smoke again. It's like it was at after dinner, like they felt they had to, or whatever. But a real serious person that is a real serious smoker, they don't waste any of the cigarette, do you, Roger?
Oh. No, but I used to stub up my cigarettes and smoke a little bit later on, stub them out, smoke a little bit later on. But I remember my son's girlfriend came here one day and we're smoking here in the house. I don't smoke outdoors. I said, well, look, do you? Okay, I'll tell you a reason. You pay my rent and I'll go smoke outdoors. That's, because she smokes outdoors at her house. So I told her like that. I says, you pay my rent, I'll go smoke outdoors. So I'm paying my rent, so I'll smoke where I want in my house.
That's why I only smoke down in the room with the light on, because it's got the carbon filter. But up north, I have a separate shed that anybody that smokes or marijuana, where they go that way.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go outdoors at -20, -30 to go smoke a cigarette. No way. No way in hell. I had to do that at work, but no. Understanding at work, okay, you got to do it.
Same thing. My mom smokes in the house, but when the kids come for a visit, she'll go stand at the porch for 5 minutes. But other than that, she smokes in the house full time. It's her house. She does what she wants.
They where I used to work in a hospital, and they built a room especially for the patients that smoked.
Yep.
It cost them over $25,000 to build that room.
Yep.
The special filters and everything.
Yeah, that
The room
carbon filter
was
that I
always
use.
empty. The fans were always working. Why can't the employees go in there and smoke on their break? You know, but they didn't want that. So it's
My
gotta
mom
be
works
outdoors.
my mom works in one of those places, Roger, and they actually have to walk out past the sidewalk. They can't do it. They can't smoke a cigarette on the
Yeah.
property at all.
That's what we had to do. Or
Yeah.
go sit in my car. I used to go sit in my truck, have my cigarette. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it makes no sense, but yet people walk down the street smoking a joint, you know?
that's it.
Here comes another one, Roger.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. Look at
You're
that.
missing it, Paul. You're missing it.
Oh, there's always more. They come and go and come.
Yeah.
I could just see it. Paul, one day we'll just see you there sitting in your chair holding your controller, and in the screen behind us, we'll see the drone flying in towards the ship.
Well, what I want to do is get in my boat and go right there with them other guys in the boat, and then get Paul to come over so we can wave to him.
Well, what would be fun is just like what you're saying, Rich, is I don't live stream. But if I live stream flying a ship,
Oh, that would
Yep.
be cool. That's an idea. There's something new to try, right?
I don't like change.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, come on. Come on. That's not true. I mean, from the little opportunity that I've had to get to know you on this channel, okay, you love technology change. So you embrace it, right?
To a point.
Yeah.
To a point. If it's a technological change or an advancement that's in an area which I'm comfortable, I'm good to go. If now
That's
all of a
okay.
sudden you're going to tell me we're going to start doing some things completely opposite the way my brain works,
Yeah, and live streaming has its challenges too. So
Yep.
Oh, Brett Ariel says, I haven't put my boat in the water in like 2 years. Maybe this year.
wow.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything, Gary. My boat's been sitting
Guys,
upside down at the family cottage for 8 years.
Corey Mano says there's a guy who does live streams flying cruise ships.
Really?
Mm.
Well, and I know Philly could do it too. Philly could do it, but
Dang, it's Wednesday today. My mailman already passed. He passed here at I think it was 9:30. Michigan Adventures. My boat will be going in tomorrow. Oh, nice. Yeah, the market won't be very good right now for selling boats, and yeah, that's so true. With a lot of people no work there, a lot of time to sell stuff, or if people try and lowball you for sure.
Yeah, it's a buyer's market for everything right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know when I had my Spark and my Mavic Air, the original one, up for sale on Kijiji.
Yeah.
That's like you put clearly in the ad, right? No low balls offers. Don't waste my time. I won't waste yours. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you get these people chirping in the Kijiji app that you have on your phone, saying like messaging, right? Saying, "Oh, I'll give you $200 for it." And I'm like,
Corey,
why?
Paul, look at what Corey Manuel wrote down for you.
What do
The
you
last
write?
message.
Look up Copper Tube on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This Wallabird is a guy doing the cruise ships in the UK.
Is Corey? Is that the ones I just saw an ad on the television for it, where they have copper infused masks now? Where and when you breathe, and they're $50, and when you breathe into it, it heats it up, and you can have your logo or whatever in the mask.
Oh yeah, really?
It's a black mask.
No, this is the guy.
As the heat from your breathing, it comes out of the black, and all of a sudden now it's your logo.
No, check out the link he put in. That's the guy's flying the ships. He's talking about it. That's the name of the guy. And Grant Ariels also put a link in there.
Cool.
There's my copper infused mask.
There you go.
I already got Wallaby. I already have him subscribed. And I never get notifications of him. Dang.
I've given up on the notifications. I just go and check my email to see if you're on now.
That's probably the safest bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cruise ship videos look cool.
Oh,
They call that COVID coffin. COVID coffins now. Last summer we started getting cruise ship in the North Channel on Manitoulin Island. I'm not sure if they'll come this year, but it was pretty cool to watch these massive ships in the channel.
Hey Roger, I'm disabled again on sharing.
You are? What the hell's going on?
Is that a permanent thing? Every time we go on, it's like.
Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second there. I'll help you out with it. I'm just supporting our guy's channel.
Oh, okay, not a problem.
Okay, turn him off.
What time of day are we at there, gentlemen?
It's 9:57 here.
Be the same time here, Paul.
Same
Yeah.
time here.
Now Corey Mano, I think he's still East Coast, isn't he? Time?
Yeah, Corey's in Ottawa.
He's in Ottawa. Okay. In my mind, I thought he was a little bit west of Roger ways, like
He is west of Roger.
He is.
Just northwest.
northwest. Yeah.
Who can share this? Someone else to share.
I am
And that's-
southwest of them both.
And that's great that Rich and Rick live that close together.
Try it now, Paul.
Okay.
But I don't technically live here, Paul. This is the ex-wife's house, right? So I'm only here because of this no school thing to watch
Yeah.
my kids, right?
But you come and go from there, right?
Oh yeah, every 2 weeks. We got a pretty good deal. When I'm down here watching the kids, I use the house because we, got it together or whatever. And then when I'm at home, I got my own thing.
Nice.
Roger, do you see anything?
Yeah, big things is make
What
sure it's you.
It's you. What the hell is
I
that?
don't know what the hell that is. That's your Windows security.
Cancel.
Hang
I
on.
tell you what, all this stuff just makes me just cringe. Anyway, this is the last ship I did this morning, and
Look at that water. Incredible
Just
colors.
massive amounts.
Very nice.
the CSL Niagara.
Canadian
Agra.
steamship lines.
Yep.
That's a CCL boat, is it?
Formerly owned by Paul Martin.
My father might have built that one or worked on it.
Oh, you mean the minister, Paul Martin?
Yeah, Paul Martin owned
Yep.
CSL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rich man.
And back in the day, it was the Grey Nuns in Montreal used to own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Canada Steamship Lines. Wow.
That's where all my aunt's money went to, the Grey Nuns.
The Grey Nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah, my aunt lived in Three Rivers or Trois Rivières or whatever you call it. She did the same thing.
I never heard of it.
I almost dug her up and killed her.
Oh, so she donated all her money to a charity.
Yeah.
They all do, Hugh. All
Yeah.
those ladies. That
Yeah. She went to Israel on a trip and came back and changed her will. Everything goes to the Grey Nuns.
Yep, same thing, Roger.
Was
Same
it a
thing.
Grey Nun trip?
No,
No, what I meant was sponsored by Grey Nuns, or
I could have been. Could have been.
Yeah, my aunt Jackie did the same thing when she passed away 20 years ago. She left, or 30 years ago now, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what they want. That's what they want, right?
Yep.
What are you going
the
to do?
lake's pretty clear out there, isn't it?
It
Oh,
does.
that
look
looks
beautiful.
amazing.
Wow.
Look up far. There's the island way up there.
They're way up here.
Yeah.
And there's buoys 1 and 2, and they're 1 mile apart going out. The Corsica shore is right over here, and it's 1 mile apart. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, all the way out to 11 and 12, and then that's the end of it.
Look at the color of that water. It's just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Everybody, check out Captured Life Connection. Check out his channel. Drone Shots, good morning. How you doing this morning? JDS is in the house. Phantom Hodges was blind. Nice to see you all this morning. Roland's in the house.
Great channel.
And get a ticket if we don't wear a hospital mask. Yep. Here they were doing that for a while, but not well. They were giving tickets. They were just giving warnings. Some stores were refusing to let you in if you had no mask, which they should have kept on doing. But they didn't.
That's still in Ontario, Roger. You can't go in hardly anywhere without a mask on.
Well, and that's up to the store, though.
Yeah,
That's right.
The story. Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah.
my
Now,
mask on.
my wife who works in bridal. She's
I know
wondering,
that.
well, how the heck
Yeah.
that's going to work, right?
Yeah.
Because
He's got a
one of the stipulations, though, if you're in a clothing industry, and you're retail, like you're selling clothing,
Yeah.
if you have a change room, you can't have a curtain anymore, like a
What?
fabric curtain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have to
okay.
you have to replace it with something that's more solid. So
Like
I'm
a-
thinking like
a-
one of those pull-out plastic bifold door type things, or
Either that, or
something.
if you really wanted to spend the money, Rich, what you do is put in like one of those glass doors, like in a shower.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
But I mean, who has time to
No.
retrofit and spend that kind of money, right?
Well, right
They
now
pay
the
me to do it.
the plexiglass people are having a ball. You know.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
right here. They pay me to do that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Morning, Lawrence. What's up, buddy?
Because now I see, like, if you have desks, different places, they've got these great big plexiglass things on little L feet, and you set them on the desk to separate, and on another desk to separate. And
Yep. Well, gentlemen, I got to step out for a few minutes here. I
Hey,
just got to
Norris.
work.
Hey, Rick.
on this.
How you doing, novice?
All
I'll
right,
chat
we'll
with you
see you in a bit,
hours.
Carpenter Rick.
okay,
Just-
Rick.
We can't
Hey,
hear you.
Lawrence is here,
Bye,
Breathe
Carpenter Rick.
breathing through a bag.
We can't hear you talking, Lawrence.
Lawrence, we can't hear you, buddy.
Uh.
We can't even hear you breathing.
Is he alive? Is there
Hey,
a pulse?
Bill, how you doing? Newfound drones. No, still can't. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
No, nothing.
Oh.
He's waiting for the big reveal.
Did you read what's north of 54 says? I think Victoria's Secret needs a glass door in their changing rooms.
Or they moved the changing rooms right out to the middle of the store with glass.
Yeah,
doors.
Lawrence, we still can't hear you. Uh, I'm doing good there, Bill. Yep. Thank you for asking. Got beautiful weather this morning. Finally. I'm waiting for these
Make that a-
trees to blossom so I can probably get some videos of these trees. They're starting to blossom, but not fast enough.
Hey, just remember, just reminding everyone to hit that like button.
Yay.
We get caught up in the stream and we forget to do that sometimes. I have to remind myself. So yeah,
Hit that like
I'm
button.
off for a bit. Okay, there, north of 54. You take care.
Oof,
the hammer.
hammered it. Morning, Bill. What's up?
So if DJI was to come out with a cinematic FPV system, what do you think, Paul? Do you think you'd be in on something like that?
DJI came out with a what?
Like they have their goggles right now and their digital FPV system, right? If they came out with a complete drone package that had those goggles, that had everything installed,
Rich,
you be
I
interested in
have zero interest in flying FPV because I'm a stability fanatic, and FPV, if DJI is going to succeed, you got to turn over and you got to be in addy mode pretty much all the time, doing the flips, the flops, the side slide into this tree, slide into that tree, or all that, trying to maintain. I mean, because when you're in cinematic mode, you're framing a shot and you want the drone to handle everything else. In FPV flying, nope, you got to do it all. So therefore it takes your concentration off on maybe just getting that certain angle or the certain whatever. Your number one priority is keep that sucker in the air.
I have a funny feeling what I like to see them do is integrate those FPV goggles into the next generation of drones, so that you can do away with the original goggles that were really big and bulky, and you've got these more streamlined goggles, and you have the ability to now have that great control, unless of course they build an FPV drone that gives you different difficulty levels, right? So by the push of a button or a switch or selecting on your interface, you can say, okay, I'm a beginner. And now it's going to have stability mode put in there and whatnot. And then as you get better, you can go to the next level.
Yeah,
up.
I can see where you could have a whole checklist. Like, do you want stability mode? Check that. Do you want to be able to do aeronautic flips and flops, and you have to check that, or what? Otherwise, it would, if you didn't check them, it would be flying just like you and I fly cinematic drones. I could see that happening, but then that leads me to my other phobia about flying with goggles and not seeing around me and what's going on. Even though it's peripheral vision, when you get the goggles on, it's like that,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're flying FPV, don't you technically have to have a spotter?
Technically, yes.
Yep.
So that means you'd always have to be flying with a friend.
Yep. And somebody that understands what the hell's going on, because you couldn't just take, a 5-year-old daughter or whatever, say, keep an eye on it, will you, for me? No.
Yeah. In Canada, it's interesting. There's been some scuttlebutt with Transport Canada, and they're actually looking at, and I think Don Joyce from Don Drones On was alluding to this in one of his videos not that long ago about some rule changes and proposed, these are proposed rule changes and amendments to some of the rules and regulations we have here as drone pilots. And one of the amendments was to allow FPV. And it's really, they're still fine tuning it, right? In order to determine, okay, you're going to need a spotter, and you may need to write a separate exam or a test to prove that, not only can you fly a drone and that you understand all the rules and regulations, but now the rules and regulations that are going to be around FPV. So I think there's going to be like a separate FPV certificate that they're going to offer as long as you meet all the criteria, right?
Sure.
Makes
Corey
sense.
Mano says my daughter is a good spotter. She's only 5, and captured life captured life correct connection. Yes, I have the Quest VR set for the kids, and they already heard of the next version will be half the size.
Roger, I'm gonna give you one more quick share, okay?
Okay,
And what this is let me know when it's up. I'll start it.
it's up.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
it's up.
that is after the Walter J. McCarthy, which was the first ship I got. I spun around, and this is the guys that are fishing out there on the Canadian side.
So you're flying in our territorial airways there, Mr. Murray?
Yep. Yep, because there's I can't remember the year. Anyway, there's an agreement between the US and the FAA and Transport Canada that allows us to fly in each other's airspace as long as we're not penetrating into the territorial ground.
In other words, landing.
Yes. Yep.
Well, I'm glad there was no penetration. Thank you, Paul.
No penetration on this event. No.
Right. So if I understand this correctly, if I'm obviously I'm a Canadian, if I want to fly in the US, but I'm actually standing on US soil, I'm not allowed to. Correct? Because I don't have.
Unless you're standing next to a certified American licensed pilot.
Ah, okay.
Because then he becomes the pilot in control, in command.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So he can be your spotter.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And that's the way Roger also gets away with all the other rigmarole going on. When like Centroid tried to get permission, and that attempt lasted 6 months, and it never finished. For Roger Palooza 1.
Wow. So Roger, how's that going to affect with the latest Transport Canada rules, where right now, haven't they turned around and said no one is allowed to come and fly a drone in Canada, period, if they're not a Canadian citizen?
Well, they told, they said they get papers to be allowed to come in and fly.
Okay.
But
so they'd have to apply for it ahead of time.
But you see what happened when Centroid came down last year or the year before. He sent out the papers 3 months before coming down. He never got a reply. So he came down, he flew, went back home. He got a reply 2 weeks after. Oh, you still got to fill these papers out.
Oh, yeah.
So and the date was past due. So
wow.
That's how fast our Transport Canada are on the papers. Yeah, you need an SFOC paper.
Yeah, special flight operations certificate.
Yeah. But the guys came down, and they flew. So.
Or did they?
Yeah, I don't know.
And here we're on private property, and it really, I mean, we're out. Nobody can see us. I mean, they can see us, but I mean, we're not bothering nobody. In other words.
Hey, if nobody can see it, does it even really happen?
Yeah, that's it.
What happened? What?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. How you doing?
David, good morning.
If anyone asks, we had a heck of a barbecue. Those ribs were delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandpa Roger.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good there, Desmond.
Hey, Desmond. Good day.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening in there, Captured Life Connection. Yeah. Hey, Turbo Mania. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah. Long time no see.
I'll have to go check out that channel, Turbomania. That Capture Life Connection's got some pretty good footage on his channel. I was just over there.
Mhm.
Really nice shots in New York City.
Hey guys, I'm gonna make another coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay, Roger.
All right, bud.
I'll leave Miss Roxy in charge here.
Miss
well,
Roxy's
yeah.
always in charge.
Yeah.
In
Right
fact,
on top of things.
She ought to have her own headset with a little microphone. She's like the talent behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Yep. She coordinates it.
Yep.
that's what I've heard.
She's
for cookies.
she's a foreman she's a true foreman.
Yep.
She just lays around on the job.
What's up, Sam? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Sam, how's it going? Oh, I'm in Top Chat again. Doggone. Every time I screen share, it flips to Top Chat.
Hey, good morning, Sam Hayden. Yeah, I hope everybody has an opportunity to fly today. I'm looking out my window and I'm just, as soon as I can get a break this afternoon from work, because I'm working from home, I want to get out there. But yeah, the rest of the week is looking good. So fingers crossed.
I might fly just above the house today and take some snapshots and stuff. I'm ready to go out for a walk as soon as we're off the drone hub today.
Yeah, I got to dust off. We were talking about electric bikes and bikes in general the other day, and
Yep.
I got to dust off that electric bike of my son's. I want to do that today, after like probably around 4 o'clock today, my time, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna clean it up, get it all ready, take it out for a test ride, make sure the tire pressure is good and all that. For a really thin guy like me.
Oh, I know. I felt awkward on that bike yesterday, buddy. I did.
Yeah.
I felt like a beach ball balancing on this little tricycle, and I'm like, what the? But anyway, I went for a little tour around the neighborhood and saw some
Good.
kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
bike
just
help.
it's just nice to get out, right? To get out, to get the fresh air. And I mean, my wife encourages me to head out and walk the dogs. Like she walks them in the morning because I can't. I'm tied to a computer doing work. And then in the afternoon at lunch, I only get like a 30-minute, 45-minute break.
Yeah.
So there's not enough time between the time you make your lunch and whatnot. And then also, where was I going with my train of thought here? See what happens when you're getting old? Yeah.
Yep.
And then at just before dinner time, we go for a big walk with the dogs, like a good hour and a half. And yeah, it's just nice to get out.
Yep. Sure is. I forgot how strange it felt to ride a bicycle, though. Just the motion of pumping around in that circle, it just felt so short. It felt like I should be sitting up much higher. I don't know. It was strange. It's been 10 years since I've been on the bike. So
Yeah. Well, they say what's the proper seat height is so that your knees are just slightly bent, and then when you to get off the pedal, you're supposed to tip just a little bit, so that when your foot lands on the ground, so you're not just like you stop pedaling and your foot can easily hit the ground, because then you don't have enough height,
yeah.
right, to get the right. Because if you're too short on the bike, then you're doing a lot of knee bending that's unnecessary, right?
Yeah.
Well, I remember back when at a bike store, when they used to say you would straddle the bar, okay, and you were supposed to be able to just lift the front tire off the ground before it crocked you good,
Ooh, baby.
just lift it. And that would leave you up on the forward part of your feet when you would stop,
I've got mine adjusted to where it's supposed to be, but it still doesn't feel natural. It feels weird.
Well,
That's just because I'm out of shape, you know.
that's because you are now a vintage bike rider.
Precisely, Mr. Murray, precisely. I'm vintage.
Oh, it says also measure from the steer and a saddle. Okay. Ninth Element. Good morning. Good morning. Glad that you're here. Builder 710. And Sam, I hope you're going to be feeling better. Take your time to relax, that's for sure. It's nice out over there, Corey Meno. Yeah, I hear it's very nice out. I got windows open, doors open, no wind.
Roger's got it all.
Yeah, finally.
Right on.
So you think you are going to get some flying in today, Roger?
Most likely. Most likely.
Well, I hope you get a chance to fly. So did Kim ever get his Mini in the air?
No, I know. He's got to wait. He's got to wait for a tablet.
Yeah, because the Fly app won't install.
No.
It's just not even available for install on that old tablet.
But what he could do, just a thought, Roger, don't tell him I said this. He could borrow your setup to try it and just take the cable and plug it into his controller.
Yeah, but wouldn't that complicate?
No, it's just flying the Fly app. It doesn't know what drone it's flying. It just knows that it's connected to on the Fly app to that controller.
Yeah.
It's not controller sensitive. In other words, the
Right.
the monitor, the iPad.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, but-
the RC controller is bound to the drone,
To the drone,
not the tablet or the
not
phone.
the iPad, right?
Okay.
Exactly.
The
Yeah, but
iPad and the
like-
tablet is
So
just
you
the
could just
visual
spread your little arms out, take that whole thing with that control wire, plug it into his controller, and he could fly using that Fly app.
Okay, because I'm sure he's gonna have to do some updates on it and everything too. So I won't disturb
Yeah,
him.
he could do all of that with your iPad.
Ah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Or you
I'll let
can
him
use the
know that.
DJI Assistant too
Yeah.
for Mavic.
Yep.
I can let him know that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Turbo Mania. Paul, read the chat. Turbo Mania put a message there for you. TXN, I find it looks like I'm going to need some flying around here too. Today, sky is blue.
Turbo Mania. Yeah, because that was my only thought. If he's got to do updates or whatever, or just wants to test fly it a couple of times,
Mhm.
you just spread your arms on your controller and unplug it from your controller, but leave the lightning cable plugged in, and then just put it in his arms, plug it into his controller, and he should be able to fly
Okay.
or update or whatever.
Yeah.
Now the only thing is, does he have a DJI account of his own?
Yeah.
Okay, no big deal.
Yep.
You just when he plugs in, he just signs in with his
Yep.
own DJI account,
Yep.
and then he signs out, and then
Yep.
later on you connect it to yours. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Paul's bang on. Yeah, you don't have to worry. It's the RC controller and the aircraft that are bound together.
Yep.
Okay.
And because that's the reason, Roger, that you could take and you could put a different tablet on there or whatever, as long as it has the program on the tablet, which yours already does.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't think of that.
Because when you get nice weather, I mean, yeah, you want to fly with it, but if you're not gonna fly with it, he could use it to fly and update and all those kinds of things and get ready.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll see what he
Because the
says
Fly
about
app
that.
doesn't know the difference.
We'll see what goes on this afternoon there because, like I said, we want to get the computer room set up here.
Sure.
I got a lot of things to take apart here.
Yeah.
Just thinking of all this bloody wiring crap and all that. Ugh.
Always something, Roger. Always something.
Yeah.
Turbo Mania, that's cool. It is a small world. But I run into people all the time from all over the area that down there. Lynn always kids me about. Well, did you do a mini tutorial today or seminar? No,
Mhm.
because people are curious and people are want to know, and I show them whatever.
Yeah.
Just that now that's the crystal sky comes in really handy, Rich, because now I can show them my screen from a 6-foot distance and they can see it clear. Where in the sunlight, if you had a cell phone or just a tablet, they'd be going, what?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Turbo Mania says Paul.
Oh,
Skip.
he's coming to see Roger knows Skippy. Skippy
Yeah.
comes in here once in a while.
Hmm.
Skippy Miller.
Ah,
Oh, Furball Kim's in the house.
Kim, good morning.
Skip's a professional painter too. That's what he does, but he's winding down. But he has a couple of big accounts for big complexes for painting. Like somebody moves out, he goes in and has to repaint the apartment.
Yeah. Night Train. Looking to get out with my Mini today to get some flood footage.
Oh yeah, you're close. How close are you to that Night Train? That's a hell of a thing. They just
Yeah,
been
'cause
showing it.
was blind with asking questions this morning who was close to that place.
Yeah, I'm southeast of there, but I thought that he was closer, much closer up that way. But that's terrible. I mean, they were showing pictures today of shopping centers with the
Okay.
water right up on the top of the overhangs.
Yeah. Turbo
And-
Mania says that Skip bought the freezer, a used freezer from him.
Yeah.
I like your hat, Rich.
Yeah. It's my
One of you
it's my
folks
Mickey Mouse
do some
obsession.
footage for me. I don't trust my lack of skills to do this. Ninth Element is asking a question here, guys. I need one of you folks to do some drone footage for me. I don't trust my lack of skills to do this.
What is it you're looking to do? And the next question is, what are you flying now? And we could tell you whether or not you would be safe, even if you don't think you have the skills.
Night Train says he's in it, Paul. Sanford Dam. 10 minutes
Oh,
from my house.
it's 10 minutes from the house. Oh, wow. Well, Night Train, they said 2 dams have failed and the third one is on the verge. Is that still the status quo, or has the third one failed now?
Holy crap. It's not going good, is it?
No, it's not going in the right direction at all. They've already declared a Michigan state emergency in that area, and the flooding is just. There was one gal there that they interviewed, and she was in the house trying to gather up as much as she could. The flood was coming into the house, and her husband was out trying to get the pontoon boat off the dock, and it ripped the dock out, and that pontoon boat was still tied to the dock. And
Oh, crap. Turbomania says he heard all 3 broke.
oh, okay, Ninth Element, you don't have a drone yet. I got it. Where is the camp? When you say my camp, do you own a campground, or are you just staying in a campground? Or are you just in the woods making your own campground?
Okay, one breached, the other is just overflowing. Okay.
Yep. ninth element, and that's 100% for sure. It's just, you know,
I would be when I'm camping this summer in the mountains. I hear they're not even opening up the camping grounds this summer. I don't think. I have to say, dude, it's going to be really, really restricted.
well, ninth element, what you want to get if you save up your little pennies, you're going to want to get something. I would imagine. Are you comfortable, ninth element, with flying with your phone as your monitor? You know, like, do you have an iPhone?
Like
These are all things that come into play on what kind of a drone you should get
yeah,
if you want to get one. Once you get one, you're hooked, right, Rich?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh
we
yeah.
have power but no cable. It's the Edenville Dam is washed away.
Edenville.
We have power but no cable.
Well, ninth element says they're in Oregon.
Well, I like your axe
Okay.
throwing there, ninth element.
No groups bigger than 10. Okay.
And there's always room to go used. A Spark would be okay. Even a used Mavic Air or a Mavic Air 2. All of those drones, I would imagine you can't find too many Mavic Air 2s used, but a Spark or a Mavic Air Hue, I would imagine you can find those. And you can even still buy the Mavic Air new, can't you, Hugh?
Yeah, I think so.
Canada, you can.
Yeah.
I don't know about the States, but you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still get them on Amazon, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you can get them on Amazon. Just all depends upon how deep your pockets, how much you want to jump in. But my suggestion is make your purchase based on what you can afford to buy, and whatever you buy, make sure that includes extra batteries. DJI has a Fly More combos in most of their drones, and it gives you 2 extra batteries.
I got to step away for just a second. I'll be back, folks.
Right. Okay. Desmond Palmer, I haven't apologized. I have to apologize to Amazon. The packaging was appropriate, but not huge.
What was that, Roger?
What Desmond Donters just wrote down.
Okay. Little, you got to use a little bit of subtext there.
Yeah, what is the context there? I don't get it. Did you just get something, David? And one never apologizes to Amazon. They are the big evil giant.
I didn't see that hummingbird come back yet.
No?
No, well, he's so fast, you know, my camera wasn't pointing towards it, so I can't say. I can see it from here, but I also have to look outdoors.
Well, you know, they're interesting. It's like even their portrayed in cartoons. Like they just
Yeah, that's it. I ordered a RAM chip from Amazon.
Cheers.
I was joking the other day about the size of the box. It would come in a.
well, you got good quick fingers there, Hugh, because usually by the time I get to the I can't I can't mute. He's doing real well, Roger, isn't he?
Yep.
Boy, nothing gets past Hugh that he doesn't want to
I
get.
don't want to sneeze all over my grandfather for.
Oh, you froze up again.
That's the 2-second or 3-second pause because he sneezed. So
Yeah.
What happened? It freeze up
you,
again?
you were
Yeah,
frozen.
it
Now
froze
you're
up.
back. Yeah.
Fiber.
Ninth Element says, "Bless you, Asgard."
Thank you, Ninth
I'll
Element.
share my screen. I'll show you my trees here. They're about ready to blossom there. Once they start blossoming, we'll fly around them. It must be still black there.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
And they're about ready to blossom. There's some that are blossoming already there, but once they're in full blossom,
Roger, is this late for you?
is this what?
In other words, blossom time. Is it late for you this year?
It's a little bit late, yeah.
Because everything's starting to green up here, but the trees are just starting to come out.
Yeah,
A
the
little
buds are
bit
starting
now.
to come out here too. Like my lilacs tree in the front and everything. Now we're 2 months behind. Yeah. Ninth Element says, "Oh my, you guys are 2 months behind."
Yeah.
She's on the
It-
West Coast though.
Hey,
It's-
brother, how you doing? I've had great luck with the purchasing used drones. I heard you people had bad luck as well. I bought a used Mavic Air for about half the price, and
Nice.
Yeah, yep, yeah. It all depends. Just make sure that they've got a good reputation and they've done a lot of sales. Because if you buy like on eBay and you pay with PayPal, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They'll just send it back and give you your money back one way or another.
Yeah. And if you find like if it's a DJI drone and someone has put, like, for example, when I sold mine, my basic DJI Care refresh warranty was about to expire, but I knew I was going to sell it, and I knew the benefit would be if the next person who bought it, because the Care refresh warranty follows the serial number of the drone,
Right.
not the
Really?
purchaser.
Right.
So I purposely added Care Refresh Plus, which extended the warranty another year for damage or replacement. That would be more reassuring to the buyer, right?
Right.
So I did that as part of my honesty and investment to make sure that the person who gets that drone, something should happen, right? Out of the wild, out of the blue, or they dumb thumbed it or something, that they at least have some coverage in place.
Yeah, that's
And I
what's
think
nice about DJI Care Refresh, especially if you're just learning to fly. I would say that's a good investment because
Yeah.
if you run it in the tree, smack the hell out of it, you just send it back and they send you another one.
Yep. I did it. Guilty.
Now you do pay, and just to be clear, you do pay a small fee
Right.
for that replacement drone, but
Right.
it's peanuts compared to having to replace the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't recall paying any fee.
I think the first year it's a freebie, isn't it? Your first one?
I don't think so. I think maybe it's based on their assessment. So if it was based on something failing in the drone, then they'll do it for free. If it was based on the fact that you just smacked it into a tree because oops,
Because you remember Michael had that Mavic 2 Pro that they surmised they couldn't tell if it was shot out of the air or whatever, and he got it out of some lady's backyard. They replaced that for free.
Wow. Yeah, DJI is pretty good. I mean, sometimes they get a little sticky, and they should, and they need to ask the questions, and then you need to push back with the answers. That's why it's really important to be comfortable with what you're flying, right? And be comfortable about using all the features, because you want to learn that, so that when you're having this conversation with DJI, if such something happened, you can turn around and say, yeah, it smacked into a tree, but it just took off like crazy on its own. Like I had no control over it, or whatever the situation is, right? The more information you give them, the easier it is for them to assess whether, it's the fault of the technology, something just went wrong.
Yep.
Also, this is why I'm a big believer in, especially when you're in the DJI world, is to learn how to use the DJI Assistant, which is the software that you put on your computer, because you can use that assistant to pull logs and information off the drone and use that to help DJI to determine, looking through the logs, is it a problem of the drone? Did something, crazy happen? Or was it just pilot error? But regardless, if you have Care Refresh, you're either going to get the drone replaced for free, or you're going to pay a very small fee, like, I don't know, $35, $45, whatever it is, to have the drone replaced with either a brand new other drone, which is typically what happens, or a completely refurbished one, which they guarantee. So,
Cha-ching! Just sold some drone footage. Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Now is this static footage or video?
Video.
Nice.
Yeah, not pictures.
Okay.
That's what Hugh does. Hugh is a very famous author and writes books, and he also does videos.
Yeah, I'm an unknown author.
Oh yeah, don't be you're being modest now.
Yeah. If I was Stephen King, I'd be flying in Inspire. Hey, but it's nice. I just got, it was $25, but that's $25 I didn't have 5 minutes ago from footage I shot last year.
And you use a third party to do that, right?
I do. Ludo's asking. So Ludo, what I use is Black Box Digital Guild, and it's an aggregator. So it sells it on Pond 5, Stock, all the stock sites. I just put it up there when I'm done and just leave it alone. Forget about it.
Hey, Desmond Dodger says, I heard your book sold for hundreds.
Oh, that was some Amazon scam I was talking about. Yeah. One guy had one of my books up for like $700.
And did he sell it?
No, I mean it's some kind of a scam that people do on Amazon with books.
Now, are your books, any of them digital, or?
All of my books are digital and paperback, and some are hardcover. Yeah.
And do you also have the audio book version?
I don't.
Because a lot of people are into those audio books now for like when they're walking or biking or.
Yep.
And that would be when you'd get somebody with a really good voice, like somebody like Andrew.
Andrew,
got-
one more time. He's gonna pop in and say 3 times.
Andrew.
There you go.
He's got a voice that could do an audio book for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, you just pick a good voice, like, and now for something completely different. Here we are flying over the greens of.
Yep.
Now, Ludo, you have to upload a lot of stuff. Don't just throw up a few. You've got to load up hundreds of gigabytes of footage. And, you don't make a lot of money. I mean, it's just kind of static income. It's like, I'm already making the footage, so I might as well just throw it up on those sites and see if it sells, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to do anything else.
Yeah. Hey, Broke, you be safe there at work, okay? You have a good one.
Okay, Broke Next. Thanks. Hugh, have you ever scored big on any particular thing that you put up there? Or?
No, the most I ever got, like for one clip, is about $50 or 70. I think $75 was the biggest. So not very much, no. But it's money.
Now, do they negotiate the price for you? Is that how it works, or do you set a price on it?
It depends on clip length. It depends on resolution. So 4K sells for higher, stuff
Okay.
like that. So the people will go to a certain website, they'll buy a clip, and if they choose 4K, they have to pay more money. You know. Yeah. So I don't even
Interesting.
set the prices. All I do is throw it up there, and then get money.
It's residual income.
It is, yeah.
That's cool. Now, are there any criteria when you're doing these clips? Like, is there do's and don'ts, like what you can shoot and what you can't shoot, as far as a public obtainable clip?
So you have to follow all the normal laws, but as
Right.
to what is going to sell or not, Black Box will give you some guidelines. Like, obviously things with people in it are more popular. That sells better. I don't do that. I do all nature stuff. So my stuff doesn't sell that well because I'm doing, empty rivers and beavers and, ponds and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
And now it's raw video that you're selling. Can you sell clips with audio in them?
Yeah, you can.
In other words, like you said, with people in them,
Yeah, sure.
or you could have, fly by a couple that's on a bench and they're having a conversation. You add that later, or.
I'm sure you could.
And I was
Yeah, but-
wondering if the more you do, the more you get paid, or.
That I don't know. I've never tried it.
Okay.
Now, when you do stuff with people, though, do you not have to get the folks' permission?
Yes, you do. You have to have a release form, which Black Box Digital has copies you can print off and hand them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. So it's in other words, it's like you approach some people, you say, "Hey, I'm going to be shooting a video. Would you like to be in it?" That sort of thing, and then you get them to sign off on it.
Yeah, I think what happens more often is you bring a model.
Yes.
When you go just do a photo shoot sort of thing. But.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
you could actually do a concert in a park type of thing and get released from the band and everything, and they might kind of like that because they're not into it, or.
Well, I think the thing that you got to be careful there is if you're just capturing the band,
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Right.
But if you're capturing the public, the general Joe and Jane public that are in there, they may not want to be captured.
Well, the question wouldn't that be part of your framing though, Rich, if you didn't capture frontal where you could recognize it, like you could show people sitting or their backs or whatever.
Yeah.
Because obviously you'd want to keep the camera focused on the band,
Mhm. Yeah. If somebody gets really crazy and they throw their shirt off, you got to be careful that that's not in the frame, man or woman.
If you want to make better money, you do what Gary's doing and what Paul at Phantom Hodges is doing. You go do the real estate jobs. They pay a lot more money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
That's where you get some serious money.
And that's becoming more popular now
Oh, very
because
much.
of everything that's going on, right?
Well,
Yeah.
ever since the word spreads, last summer I think it was in Chicago, the FAA fined a real estate company $1.5 million for
Wow.
flying properties without using FAA 107 pilots.
Oh. Wow.
And they were a big company. The word was they settled out for a lot less outside of court, but
Mhm.
that's what they were suing them for. And that was the big talk over a year ago.
Wow.
Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported. And hit that like button on the way in or way out. I'd like to thank everybody for being
Yep.
here this morning.
And in my mind, Rich, it was a case of the FAA wants to tell everybody this is for real. We're serious,
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Ninth Element.
Yeah.
Hi, brother from another udder. I've never heard that one. That's a good one.
Oh my.
Just
Yeah,
had a big
I had somebody ask me about the Mini and said, you know, could I use this to fly indoors and kind of do indoor shots of properties, right? And you can, but if you're new, you're gonna have to put prop guards on. You're gonna have to run it in payload mode. You have to understand the bottom sensors are still working. So, you know, when you fly over a table or a counter, an island, you know, you're gonna get some height changes there, and you have to be mindful of what's going on. And you also want to put it in hover mode because heaven forbid you lose a signal and
Right.
now it wants to do a return to home inside of a building, and
Yeah.
it's going to try to shoot up,
Right.
right? So, anyways, but you know, to be honest with you, that drones are best used outdoors around a property, and in a property, you've got those darn cams that you can put a
Yeah.
camera or a
And-
mobile phone on. Yeah, and it keeps a gimbal and it keeps it all nice and stable,
Yep.
and you can walk around and do stuff.
Well,
like that.
I've seen some people. Maybe you were going to say this. You use that same drone on a stick.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I have not the Polar Pro, but the off-brand version that allows me to carry the Mavic Air like a camera.
Oh, yeah. I've got this, and I have never used it. I had good intentions to use it, but never used it. And this is for my Mavic 2 Pro, where you could literally, this is from Polar Pro, and you can
Yep.
literally,
You can use it
put
like
the
an
drone
indoor
in there.
cam, the two handles. Yep.
and you put your phone up top, your controller up top, and you're good to go. And I have not ever used this, so I'm thinking what I might do is just one day, just as a giveaway on my channel, right? Why
Yeah.
not?
Or, Rich,
Uh-huh.
you could be a new business adventure, and you could open up a real estate, specializing in real estate videography, and you could offer them flying and all kinds of things, and you could have them buying DJI or the other stuff, and you getting a taste all the way along the whole thing.
Yeah, and I've looked into that, and unfortunately, with the introduction of the Mavic Air, or sorry, the Mavic Mini, a lot of people are getting that, and because it's sub 250 grams, as
Well,
long
yeah,
as
in Canada, you can fly commercially.
right, well, you
Yeah.
can, but if it's sub 250 grams, anyone could fly it,
Yep.
as long as, and here's the trick, local city bylaws, and typically they're the same for most countries in Canada. I mean, most cities in Canada.
Yeah.
Is that if you're going to be flying over a property with your drone, whether you're commercial or whether you just have a sub 250 that you can take off anywhere, you still have to make sure that you go to the neighbors and you say, hey, on this day, we're going to be doing
At this
an
time.
aerial shot
Yep.
of this property. We just wanted to let you know ahead of time. We're not going to be including your property in the shots, but we wanted to make you aware we're doing this. And then this way, everybody's cool with it, and you have a rain date, and then you're good.
Well,
Right.
see, Canada opened up recently, allowing anybody to be able to fly within the regulations and make money off it. The FAA, if you make a dime, you better be a commercial drone pilot.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, in Canada, the biggest thing is you have your 2 licenses, right? As far as a drone operator goes, you have your basic certificate,
Yep.
and you have your advanced.
Yep.
And of course, that's slowly evolving to, as I mentioned earlier, about the potential new FPV piece to it, right? And no longer visual line of sight requirement. Okay,
Right.
but then you need a special permit for that. Anyways, long and the short of it is, you're right. In Canada, it's a little bit easier, but you still have to be mindful of the local bylaws, People's Privacy Act, right? And you got to be careful
It comes
there.
down to being respectful of what you do, no matter what you do, whether you're a real estate agent or whether you're coming out and you're a landscaper or whatever. Doesn't mean you can drive your trucks across other people's property or, you know.
Yeah, agreed. Yep. But I was just getting to the point of, there's so many people now that this technology is available to more, especially in Canada. It's, unless you're established and you're known as, you know, doing that, and you have a lot of video and samples to show. And a lot of these real estate agents will just go out and do it themselves.
Do it themselves.
Because they don't, if they get a Mavic Mini, you could literally get some good 2.7K footage of a property, right? And all they have to do, even if they don't do good at video editing, they can pay someone to video edit the footage and then have it on the listing, right?
Right.
So,
well, and the other thing
it's a tough business.
The other thing too, maybe in Canada, you would know, or Roger, or even Hugh, if you have a PI next to you and you're flying the property, then you're good to go, because the PIC.
Not in Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rich. I don't think we have that regulation here in Canada. You're not allowed to fly with another PIC.
I don't believe so.
No.
Yeah.
You can't fly with a licensed pilot.
Nope. You can't hand off that responsibility. You've got to be the person trained.
Yeah. And now you can have that person as a visual observer, and they're telling you, okay, I like to get this shot, this shot, this shot. So they're instructing you as to what they would like to see as a result, right?
See, up until this point now in the US, I can let you fly under my licensing,
right?
As long as I'm standing next to you and can take control of the aircraft.
Right. Yeah, we don't have that.
It'd be good. Do we have that, Hugh? I have to look back at the regulations.
I've never
do we have that for
Corey
young pilots, like somebody under a certain age?
It's not something I've seen, at least when I read for my certification 2 years ago, or last year when I restudied for it. So maybe since then, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look.
When in doubt, check with Mr. Joyce.
Yeah.
Don would probably know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy with knowledge about Canadian licensing.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Don Joyce.
Roland says not here as a professional.
Me neither. I'm just here as a grumpy old man to hang out with some friends.
You're in good company.
There you go.
You got Hugh. What you got to do is, if you're going to claim that title, that mantra, you got to learn to do the finger wag.
Yeah. There you go.
Right about there.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to have the right angle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Get off my lawn.
I'm a whippersnapper.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot that drone out of the sky.
Yeah.
Thank you, John Spizzo. Yes. Everybody hit that like button. No pointing, please.
You know what this is, Paul? This is the retired colorectal surgeon. Come here. Come on.
No, what he does this. He goes.
Hey Tim, how you doing this morning? TCM.
There's no but about that, eh?
No.
Hey John Kupi, good morning.
John's thinking, what the hell?
What's there?
I can just imagine anybody tuning in right just that point.
Can you imagine the nurse in the waiting room saying, "Okay, put your butts out"?
Oh man.
Hey Tim, I just sent you a link if you want to come in, Tim. If you got time, not too tired. There you go, John. Yeah. Oh, it shows John's wide awake. John Coopy. Talking about
Well,
John. Oh,
I
today's
think-
Wednesday, right?
John's still looking for that PayPal, I think.
And today's Wednesday, so John Donato won't be in. He's at the auction.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Used car day.
I keep staring at this, I just keep staring at this thinking, oh, what am I going to do with this thing? Right now,
You gotta
here's
buy
a
it.
question I have for anybody who has one of these and they're not in North America. So if you've got one you're in Europe or elsewhere, this one here, actually on the box, I'm going to bring this really close to the camera if I can get it live. Notice it says ADSB.
Yes, it does.
Right.
Yep.
So I've heard that in Europe they don't have that feature enabled because of some
Yes,
issues between
Yep.
DJI
There's
and
two different versions. Yep.
okay.
So is there a different system in Europe?
North America. Well, they're fighting over that. Whose system are we going to use?
Gotcha.
Right.
They're still trying to sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that ADSB, and I understand that there's levels of sensitivity on
Yep.
that you can
Yep.
adjust.
Yep, I have mine
And I
turned
know-
off, but yes.
Yeah.
You can turn it off too. You can turn it on and off.
Yeah. I kind of like to know that there's an aircraft coming in within.
Well, what's
Like-
hard for me is,
Me
yeah,
too.
that would be good. But also the heights that I fly, I'm not up around the 400-foot level. I'm
Mhm.
like at 100 feet below. And I used to try and just, now that they've got the borders closed, the only thing going over the bridges now are the big truck transport stuff.
Mhm.
And when they're climbing up, you'd swear there was an airplane behind you somewhere, and it's them damn diesels going up and over the bridge.
It's been a few times where I was out flying, and you're really focused because we're doing visual analysis. You're really focused on your air, looking, whatnot, and then all of a sudden you pick it up in your left or right ear, and you start hearing something in the sky, and it's not your
Yep.
drone, and you start to panic a little, right? You're like, okay, like what the heck? Where's this coming from? Am I in a safe height? And typically, you are, but there are some private aircraft that, get down pretty low. And depending on where you are in proximity to an aerodrome, which is in Canada,
Right.
Well,
there's a private
Please step on
airfield
this.
or a large commercial,
Yeah.
right?
Rick,
Um,
you're cutting out on us off and on.
What's that?
Rick's cutting out on us, or it's my internet, one of the two.
No, I see him cutting out too.
Okay.
You're frozen up most of the time.
Now you're frozen. Yep.
Oh
Rich.
boy.
Coast to Coast Drone says he took his drone up to fly yesterday, and at 200 feet, it gave him.
We'll take a group shot. Come on, Roger. Join. There we go.
Coast
more
Coast
time,
Drone
group
says, "Here
shot,
comes,
now." Group shot. Come on, guys. Right now. Here we go.
Coast Coast Drone says he was having a warning yesterday. He was only at 200 feet up.
Yeah. What I didn't
Yeah, I
like
think-
about it when I watched Philly Mike, the reason I turned it off was it would actually change what you're looking at on the screen and would show you the area with the airplane. And like I say, when I'm flying around ships, I don't need something else to be coming on when
Yeah,
I'm,
that's
let's
good.
say, doing a pan or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. I think if you're flying low enough, you don't need it. If you're flying like pretty high and you're
Yep.
doing some nice scenic shots and stuff,
Right.
or
Right.
or a cityscape or whatever, you
Right.
probably would want to have that on.
Yes, you want to turn it on. Yep.
Yeah.
I know that when Kim was flying the Spark the other day, the app was turning itself off for when he was flying the Spark.
Hello, David. Check
Hey,
which
Rick, you're
mic.
completely frozen, Rick. You might have to reboot.
Is it your? I'm wondering because we can hear Rich. We can hear your audio. I think. Talk, Rich.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Maybe he just needs to reboot his camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just stop video. And then I'll start video again. Here we go. All right. Are we in sync?
No,
Nope.
you're
Nope.
still.
All right. Okay. Well, I've got a ton of work coming my way
Okay.
on my work side. So I'm going to thank you
Rich,
again for
have a
another
good
awesome
day.
live stream.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
Rick.
Take care, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you for all your info. Much appreciated. Anything and everything Mavic Air 2 tonight on drone therapy. Any issues, hidden features, everything Mavic Air 2 will be discussed. Oh, cool, Coast to Coast. There's the link. Hey, David, how you doing?
That should be me set up. How's the audio?
Yeah, you're doing good.
Sounds good.
I've been playing with the machine. That that RAM chip went in and yeah, I'm not doing anything any faster, but I'm actually rendering a video in DaVinci while I'm on here,
Wow.
which I couldn't have done before it went in.
Couldn't have done before.
Yeah, so I'm well worth spending that 30 quid.
Yeah.
Do you guys
It
see the
looks like,
dust?
Oscar, it looks like it's snowing at your place. What the hell?
That's dust.
Or is that just a bunch of orbs?
That's just dust. No, it's just sunlight and a bunch of dust coming through.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I see it.
It does. Yeah, it looks like snow.
Have your kids read the Philip Pullman books?
The what?
Philip Pullman books, The Golden Compass and The Dust?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Hey.
What do they call them? Not familiars. They call them something else. Daemons.
Oh, the demons and the specters. And the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, David, just for grins and shits and giggles, go up on your camera like that and then bring it back again. You're just a little not quite clear. Is that any better?
No, he's okay. It looks okay for me.
Well, it kind of looks like he's on contrast on my
I
screen.
can see what you mean. The trouble is this camera doesn't have any adjust. I'd have to go out and into OBS
Oh, that's okay.
to fiddle with
No,
it.
we can see you fine. It's just not as sharp as like when you look at Roger, you look at Hugh.
Yeah.
Of course, me being the not so sharp person, but you know,
I can see the difference in the videos. I wonder what that is. I mean, I've had the computer apart and put it back together, but it shouldn't have made that much difference.
it's still acceptable, but
We'll let you go with it for now, David.
yeah,
Yeah, you're all right.
just go with the flow.
I'm off to buy my, what do they call it? Black Magic Design. The people that do DaVinci, I'll go and buy their cameras.
Ooh, yeah.
I think the wife would have a fit if I was even caught looking at them. They know how to charge. They certainly know how to charge. So, I think I've got the audio sorted now as well.
Good.
I'm using one of these little external sound cards in the USB thing. The audio on the motherboard of this machine is absolutely awful. It really is. So I've given up using that.
Hey, Carpenter Rick, thank you so much, Carpenter Rick. Much appreciated.
Even the Fairlight in DaVinci Resolve couldn't handle it. Here he comes.
Hey, he's back.
Right?
Hey, oh, he's got his Tim Hortons. Oh my God.
Yeah, got the priorities.
Eh.
How's everybody doing now?
The mother-in-law was home, so you decided to go out and get a Tim Horton. There you go.
I've been around the block a few times.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing now?
Pretty good, pretty good.
It's warming up beautifully here.
We're supposed to hit 75 here today, Fahrenheit. So
Well,
that's,
It was 22, but it's now 24 here in centigrade.
In centipede, I like that one better.
It's the warmest day we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we must be close too because like it's beautiful out here. Still no laptop delivery, but it's coming. 19 degrees, Hugh.
hold on, I'm just gonna say what it is. Yeah, it's 19 here too. 19 Celsius.
So nice.
Wow.
We're supposed to hit 24 today.
24. Wow, that's awesome. That's summer weather.
Yeah,
Summer's here.
26 on Friday, 26 on Sunday, 27 on Monday, 29 on next Thursday and Friday.
Wow.
We're gonna be frying here, guys.
So are we done with the frost, Roger? Can I put the garden in or what?
Yeah. Well, no, we're not in June yet.
2 more weeks, I think, and then I'll do it.
Well, because here usually around the 23rd, 24th of June we get frost very heavily.
Yeah.
But it's all up to you. If you got a big tarp you can put over the garden, go for it. You know,
Yeah.
the dollar store and buy one of those big blue tarps and just put it over the garden if they call for frost.
Yeah, I got a couple of big green ones that I had wrapped on the cottage. Maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah, you can do that too.
So I got about another 2.5 weeks. I can kind of get it in, and after that, I don't know if it'll be too late to put it in.
Yeah, you can probably put it in now, and like I said, just put tarps over. Look at the weather. If they're calling for frost, just put the tarp over it.
Tarp it up, yeah. It's probably a good idea.
Hey, Blind Neil says, yeah, I told you the weather was going to flip. I don't care as long as it's going to be warm. Yeah. 86 degrees for next Monday. Yep.
Hey, Blind Neil, how you doing?
Because where I live there, guys, I got always a breeze here. I can open all my windows up, have a breeze in the house. I got no air conditioning here. I don't even need it. So.
That's nice if you can get the cross breeze going.
Yeah.
There's another one down, Brown Roger.
Yeah, there you go.
Get out there, Paul.
You know, as much as I love to fly them, it's just that I didn't get I did 3 ships yesterday between live streaming and doing ship videos. The last one I posted at midnight last night.
Wow.
I must have watched the one before that then, Paul.
Yeah.
Because I watched one around 9 or 10, I think.
Yep. And then I did 3 of them, and then I did another one about by the time I got done, it was midnight.
Well,
I don't know what noise
I'm
is.
going to wait another 3 weeks and I'm going to phone my PM again. See what the hell's going on.
Start harassing him.
Oh, yeah.
I've been harassing my member of parliament for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, because I got to drive an hour and a half out of my way to get to my house. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, because they won't let him drive through the reservation.
So it's time to get these Ontario provincially funded roads back open. And
Yeah,
that's it.
because that road is paid for and maintained by the Ontario government.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we're allowed to drive through it, but we're not allowed to stop.
All of them you can drive through here except for the one that goes to my place.
Yeah.
It's the only one in Ontario that's doing it.
So here's a question: if it's a reservation, why would they have put a road through it in the first place?
Because it wasn't a reservation. It was given back after the road was built.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Now they're trying to say that the road was never ceded. Well, if we gave the land back, it's already a ceded road. And furthermore, give me back my taxes for the last 3 years that I paid towards that road, and I'll be happy to drive around.
Yeah, and pay for the maintenance
Yeah.
in the last 3 years.
Yeah, either which way, it's all good. I just, I just drive around, and it is what it is, and I won't spend money on their gas or whatever. So, what iPad or tablet did Kim end up ordering, or did everybody order for him, or what one got purchased?
What? What tablet?
Yeah, what tablet?
Hold on, I'll have to check there. Hold on. 3X drone. Check out what 3X drone is saying, Paul. I'll
Stupid question
put
coming.
my email up here. Check it out.
That's a good question, 3X.
Do you know we just got I just got an update for our reserves here, and then they're closed down for another 31 days.
Wow.
Damn. So that means on the 1st of June they won't open.
The borders within Canada?
No, with the Indian Reserve.
Wow. 3X drones. They're not considered. The interesting thing is that commercial shipping is under Canadian U.S. maritime laws and regulations. But under FAA regulations, you're not to fly directly over infrastructure you're talking about. However, I don't fly directly over. I fly around, and the ships don't mind. They actually kind of like it because what they do is they'll let their families know that, hey, we were in Port Huron and they flew the ship. Go look for the video, and they'll do that.
I've noticed quite often them waving out the windows, Paul, in
Yes.
your video.
Yep.
Hey, Carpenter Rick here. It's a Samsung Galaxy Tab 8 8.0, 2019.
That's the same ones my kids have. That's a great tablet.
Yeah. It's Wi-Fi on cellular, 32 gig, 5,100 mAh battery, 4
Nice.
gig
Yep.
LTD. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. He's just going to upload his apps in it. That's it. That's all. He's not going to use it for YouTube. He's not going to use it for anything else.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be a great tablet for him.
No, I'm glad it's.
Costs 249 Canadian.
Yeah, that's the same ones. We bought the kids each one of those, and they've both smashed the screen already.
I'd like to thanks Paul for that too. You have the exactly same one for your drones too there, Roland? Okay. Because his tablet he had, it's a Samsung A, but it's a 2016. So it's kind of outdated.
Yeah, it won't have a fast enough processor to keep up.
It couldn't even find the Fly app for the DJI.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Wouldn't even show it on the thing at all. Oh my God. Ugh.
I'm feeling that too. I got to work this afternoon, and I'm sore like crazy.
Okay. Yeah, my son's finishing work at 12 o'clock today. He started at 6 this morning.
Did he? Nice. I got to work today for myself and tomorrow for a buddy of mine doing a favor job, and then I think Monday's looking like I'm back at it full time. It's looking like it anyway. So there'll be no more mornings with the drone hub, I guess. I'll just stop in on my break and wave.
Oh, no problem. No problem. At least we know you're working.
Yeah, true enough.
You know, my son's getting pissed off at Bell too because he's working for a company that's putting up the fiber optic wirings.
Mm-hmm.
And they're working on country roads where there's no frickin' houses almost at all. And they're putting the wiring up. And they're about 150 miles away from here. I mean,
It doesn't make any sense.
we're full of houses here with farms and everything. No, we don't have it. What the hell?
Well, the thing is, you're off the highway, Roger, only a couple minutes. You'd think that would be first.
No.
They're probably getting some sort of grant to put it out where they are.
Then they're starting to talk about putting towers up. I don't want to know nothing about towers. I want hot wire. I don't want any towers.
Yeah.
Hey, Blind Neil, been listening to Wednesday
Hello.
last week.
Hey,
Getting
guys.
myself back into shape. Trying.
Morning, Val.
Hey, Val, how you
Morning.
doing?
Fine. Kim's coming over. He said he needed to talk with Rick. Kim,
Ah, okay.
I'm teasing, but he'll like seeing you here.
Hey, Blind Neil, cool.
Hold on. I have to try to get the chat. Where's Paul?
He's on the phone.
Oh, I just saw his ear. He has a very nice ear.
Paul's ordering the newest drone from DJI before we all know what it is.
Yeah, he's on there saying, just hold my place. I'll be
That's
there.
it. How's things this morning, Val?
Oh, they're pretty good. Got up, realized we didn't have any cream for the coffee. So I went out and got it. Then my roommate got up and lifted. Oh, shut up. Just shut up. You pull out Timbits and you're in trouble. Hey, Tim.
I got some.
The Ghost Jones, you take care now.
Huh?
Coast Jones got to go because his daughter just got up.
Your daughter's up. Hope to see y'all. Please bring friends. Okay, coast to coast.
Don't forget, guys, Bill will be on tonight, Coast Jones at 8:30 p.m.
Eastern time.
Yeah. And you got those guys at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
So I
Yeah.
heard from Oliver. I keep forgetting what his name is until I see him. It used to be Dronography.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And he just put in Velocidrone.
Okay.
He flew it with his goggles, and he says he's addicted. After one day, he goes, "I'm coming in to fly with you guys." So he'll be in Sunday. He was going to come last night, but we got the times. He was thinking I was like an hour behind or something like that. So anyway,
Okay.
he's now addicted because he's playing with his goggles. So I need to get my goggles going and hook them up because I want to do that. Oh.
Oh, that's cool there, Blind Neil. Yeah. Congrats on that.
I left my battery plugged in all night.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I
that probably wasn't the smartest thing I've done.
Hey, Val, how come I only see the tropical
a tent.
background?
I'm in a tent.
Oh.
I have to crawl out to get to that. I
Oh,
won't be staying long. That's all I can say.
I guess not.
Oh, I can't
I mean-
unhook it. I better unplug it.
Yeah. What's it melted?
My battery I had to plug in my battery last night. This charger, Paul, that you sent me, that
Yeah.
you had in your garage for how long?
While.
This is a great charger.
Oh, nothing but the best, Val. Nothing but the best.
Okay.
But I keep forgetting it, and then I got it unplugged.
Would
Okay.
Paul steer you wrong, Val? Come on.
No, and I tell you, I got on last night. I felt terrible because we got on to play, and within 40 minutes, this thing was saying, "Hey, I'm not doing it." So
Hey, something different with Zoom now.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You can't copy and paste the password.
You can't.
No, you're going to type the numbers in.
Yep.
Oh, you noticed that, Paul?
Security. Well, when I do it is when I send it an email and you just click on it and it goes. If you have to sign in, then that's when it all goes cattywonker.
Yeah, because I tried to copy and paste the numbers, and then
Yep.
you go on where it says put in the password, and you copy and you paste it. You
Yep.
can't do that now.
Yeah. When I start up a Zoom, it comes up and it says invite. Go to invites down at the bottom. There's two small boxes. One is copy the invite, and I copy that, and then I just go to an email and paste it in there, and then boom, it just comes up the whole thing.
Oh, it does? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, down when you go to invites, and it has a whole big screen up here, and then down at the bottom it's got two little sliver boxes. One is copy the invites, copy the URL, I do copy the invite. And then
Oh, okay. I
Didn't
just
ruin it by leaving it plugged in on mine.
copy the invite link or a copy invitation.
copy invitation. Then I go over and paste that into whoever I want to send it.
But I can just like paste it and then
Yep.
I have everybody's names in there, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, now I know. Okay.
So,
Dang, Paul, you're better at this than I am.
I don't know
I-
if Tim told you guys, but his little stack was bad. He had to send it back.
His little stack. What? Whoa, Valerie, where are you going with this?
Whoa.
Never talk about a man's stack.
Yeah, you don't talk about Kim's stack like that.
Eh,
Stack, big stack. We don't talk about the stack.
No.
Oh, for God's sake, guys. Oh my God, I have to have more coffee. If I had Timbits, it'd be better. And I mean the ones at Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We all got look. Rodney Bell.
Hey,
Rodney.
hey, Kim, is it me or is Val obsessed with size? She was talking about little stacks and then she's talking about big Tim Hortons. And it's like, what?
I am obsessed
I think
with
all these
coffee.
FPV people are worried about
With
size.
coffee. Look, you embarrassed Rick.
And you wonder why
Look
we
at
don't
us
have
now.
more women in the stream, Paul.
Yeah. Wonder why. Where'd the gals?
Well, because women think differently than we do.
Thank God. Thank God.
Paul.
One down, another one coming up. Here's this one that's coming up, guys. Has
Right, Rick?
windmill turbine propellers on it.
Ooh, that's
Great
cool.
big on the deck. They're huge. So
This
when
is
it gets up a
great
little
thing.
closer, you'll see them.
yeah, I see those going down the street on flatbeds, and
Yeah.
man, those things are long flipping.
This is what they use to ship them from overseas here. They must be manufactured over in Europe someplace or Asia.
I know they manufacture them up here in Quebec.
Yeah.
Sure, I thought it was China.
No, the ones we get in Ontario up here are from Quebec.
Yeah.
Wow.
They truck them in.
Are we
I
still
don't know how they
talking
do those
about
turns in these roads here, though.
this? Hey, Blind Mill.
On our roads, Kim, they had to build the road twice as wide with gravel to get them around a few of the corners.
Oh, heck
They've
yeah.
done that here as well.
Well, here I know they're repaving all the 20 highway here. Starting
Again,
from Drummondville all the way down towards St. Hyacinth there.
they should hire the Italians. They make the best roads.
Just pave it in cement. That's
Really?
it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
they got
that's-
no snow. What do they know about snow roads?
See, that to me has been my question for years and years and years has been,
The
Well,
snow?
they're-
is they, some of these major airports, right? Have runways and they're cement and they pound them day after day after day. And you don't hear about them breaking up.
No.
But yet, when you build a road, within a year or two, all of a sudden, blank, this, that, everything else.
Well,
Now
here's-
they
It's-
don't.
yeah, well, here they're starting to do major highways in cement now.
Just
Same here.
outside of Montreal, they have a mile patch of concrete road, and that concrete road's been the same for the last 10 years now, Raj? Not a divot in it, nothing.
Yeah.
But the
The
rest of the
401
roads after it are all screwed up.
The 401 and from Milton to to the 400 in Toronto is all cement now. They're
Yeah.
repouring the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's the way to go. Asphalt's a waste of time.
Yeah. It costs more for cement, that's all.
Well,
It does.
asphalt was, I think, originally designed for places where you need to flex and residential, where they don't have the high traffic.
Oh,
That's right, Paul. But it was chip and tar back then. Remember,
Yep.
the roads were chip and
Yep.
tar. It wasn't.
Chip and
Yeah.
tar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can still remember the tar trucks coming down and spraying the tar over top of the.
Yeah, and those roads had no dust and they held together pretty good.
Yep.
Now it's like wafer thin. The tractors here, the farmer tractors, when they pass, they get real close to the edge of the road. So they start screwing the road up by
Yep.
the edge, and then it works its way in.
Good to see you online, Kim. This is a pretty rare occasion. Me and you were both on at the same time.
Well, it's a nice day today. It's sunny. It's beautiful out.
Yeah, thanks for the ad on Facebook too. I seen that you hooked that up.
Yeah, I saw you come in. I thought I already had you added.
I had Facebook shut down for about a year and a half there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then I said,
So-
I won't keep messaging you. You can come back.
I don't have Messenger, so I noticed a few people have messaged me on Messenger on Facebook, and I don't have that. Sorry, guys, but
I didn't mean to. I just message everything. I just go,
Well, with
what are you
with-
doing? What's going on? You built in drones? Doing it now? Not doing it? What's going on? What are you doing? And I just keep doing that every hour because I don't want Rick to feel lonely. But he
Well, I had
hasn't been getting him.
I had a few people because I have two last names. I have my legal last name and then my birth last name, right? So that's my legal last name on there, but my birth last name is actually Garner, right? So some people didn't know who I was, but that's okay.
Yeah, so now I'm
Yeah.
gonna start doing that with you. What are you doing? Are you building something? Why not? Are
Not
you
on
cooking?
Facebook anymore.
What are you cooking?
I left
I'm gonna
Facebook.
do it with David. So what are you doing?
well, with Facebook, you're able to say if you just don't want to go on YouTube and do a live, you can always Zoom on Facebook personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Through the messenger. Or you can.
Well, I should
send
have a
link.
laptop here in about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. This guy's supposed to be dropping this laptop off, so that'll be nice.
Oh, that's what you're waiting for.
Nice.
I'll be
So
able to
maybe we'll
actually
get some
read the chat.
Velociraptor done.
I've never tried that, but I actually might. Why not?
You should. Oh, you would have fun. So, Kim, did I tell you Oliver got a hold of me this morning? I tease. I rarely message. If someone sends me something, I will reply. But I just face message Kim. But Oliver got a hold of me, said he put his goggles on, he went on to Velocidrome, got it all hooked up, and he's totally addicted now, and he can't wait for the next game night. He is ready.
Cool. I
He
couldn't
really
find his
helped.
email. I couldn't find his address in YouTube. I must be unsubscribed or something because when I typed his name in, what is it? His YouTube name,
Yeah, what is that?
Dronography?
What is that?
Dronography.
And no, he changed his name, honey. That's why.
Oh, because like there was dozens of them, and it's like, oh my god, I hate that.
You know how many Paul Murrays are on Facebook till I found Paul?
Yeah,
A lot.
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I had to type in Port Huron just to get him.
That's it.
I know.
Damn.
Hey, Chris Hope, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yes, sir.
So,
Hey,
by Neil.
Chris.
Go on, Chris.
Morning, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Dronography has another name. I forget. Oliver. I know it when I see it, but I'm subscribed to him, so I'll have to go down my descriptions.
I'm gonna go and check the mail. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I see my mailman walking.
You're gonna check the mail. Are you gonna drive, or are you gonna take the tractor?
I'm gonna walk down. Roxy's already down there. Okay.
Don't give me that fake laugh.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
My
Okay,
grass
I'll
looks
take over.
wonderful.
I got it.
Well, hey, put the camera on so we can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of
Where's the-
entertainment. You do it to us, huh?
Yeah. Let's go see you in your natural habitat.
Kim says, "Yeah, man."
It's Roger's turn to do the snow angels.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Here we go. What do we got?
I hope.
What do we
Mine
got?
is-
Yeah.
Roger
There
doesn't
we are.
want to give away
Woo!
his. Roger doesn't want to give away all of his secrets. He's
Is that a
gonna
cow
walk-
out there? Look at the size of that thing.
He's,
Don't let her hear you say that. Oh my God, she'll come back screaming her head off.
Look at the size of that dog.
yep,
What is that? Is that Roxy?
that's Roxy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looked a little bit like one of those water buffaloes.
She's
Oh,
what does she weigh, Kim? She got to be 110 pounds, no?
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a big girl. Oh my! I didn't realize that she was that big.
You
Do you
cannot
know
get
that-
her weight down.
My dogs are twice her size, at least. And
I
they're both
practically-
100 pounds. They do not, they're not even as big as this girl.
I practically
Oh,
starved
he's
her.
walking. Look, Roger in his natural habitat.
Dance, Roger, dance.
I wonder when Roger was allowed to go and be part of South Park.
Practically
Oh, he's
starved.
walking. Look, Roger and his
Oh,
Dance,
Mr.
dude, go
Poosna.
dance, Roger, dance.
dance, Roger, dance. Roger was allowed to
Roxy's happy to have him down there.
look. She's like, yeah, Dad, let's go. Look at her looking back at the camera. You getting this, people? You getting this? I hope you're recording this, Dad, because I haven't seen you walk to the mailbox in a long time.
How's it going this morning, Andrew?
Good, you guys.
Andrew.
Morning,
Oh,
Andrew.
Paul. What's going on, Paul? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we can, sir.
I had no, I had the other mic
doing-
on by accident, so.
Actually, your voice is perfect.
Well, thank you.
Well, it's just
Appreciate that.
perfect for doing
Thank you.
audio books. Yep.
Now you're getting creepy, but it's okay.
Creepy's what we specialize in on Pusha Studios.
Oh, he's got something in his hands. Look, he's so happy. I wonder if he's gonna skip now,
It's gonna be one of that cable, the second cable.
right?
Yeah, probably.
In the third, in the fourth.
It's a pretty
All
big
in one.
bag for a cable.
Too big.
It is a pretty
bag.
big bag.
So what else is he getting? Look at Roxy. She's just looking, going, guys, you're not even close. I'm gonna lead Dad back to the house.
I'll be right back.
So this camera doesn't have any kind of smoothness to it, huh?
No.
Well,
Is
what
it
we're
the
not,
Wi-Fi connection?
what we're not sure of is the connection and
Well, it's
Oh, he is
hardwired.
gonna dance. Look. Oh no, never mind. I thought he was gonna do the bear.
I can
pop-up.
tell Roger's lost weight though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
it's the skinny waist.
Skinny weight.
Is Roger very tall, Kim?
There's
No.
there's
Roger's
no-
3'3".
There's
Um,
the
I
there's
think
the
he's
turban.
5
think
7, 5'6".
Hobbit.
like that.
So he's around 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portly, I think is the word. Portly.
Hey, Phantom Hodges,
How you doing, Kim? By the way, first time I talked to you on.
Studio X, how you doing?
Oh,
Not bad, not bad. The weather's nice.
Hey, Rulin. We were watching Roger in his natural habitat.
Doing a tiny bit of flying.
Hey, Roger, how
thank
tall
you.
are you? You're on mute.
5'6".
Yeah. So I was right. 5'6", 5'7", someone. Yep. What you got?
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Roger, what do you got in your hands, bud?
That's for Kim,
Mm.
Mississauga, Ontario. I don't know, it's pretty long. I don't want to open it up. It might be.
We're not going back to the stack again here, are we?
Oh,
I'm going to mute myself for 2 minutes while you guys.
it could be the patches from my blow up doll.
Oh my God.
I don't have my sorry Kim card with me this morning, so I'm winging it. So
Check it out. It could be the patches from my blow up doll repair kit. It's like a tire on your bike.
I don't know what it is, but it's in cardboard now.
Oh,
So what are you into, Kim?
is Roger gonna get a flogging or something? I don't know.
Roger doesn't care. It says Kim. It looks weird. Let's open it on live.
Dig into it. Embarrass Kim on live.
It's good to have friends, right, Kim?
It's long.
gonna get
Is
it
it over?
lots of
Is it 12
toys.
inches? I say.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Kim,
Man.
is it something for your new proctology project?
There we go. I was waiting for it. There's the setup.
It had to go. It
Maybe
didn't
it
go.
could be
Paul
one
is
of
saying
those
more doctor
things that are
supplies.
Could be the
things that
probe,
open
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
I don't know.
You don't. know.
Is it a
China.
candle?
Was it shrink wrap? I don't
Oh,
know.
look
Are
at
you into hot wax, Kim?
Look at Paul's face. You can see the smoke and gears grinding for the next 2 hours. I love it. You can see all the setups being planned and everything. Yeah. Now, Kim, you got something in the mail this morning. Was that of the leather persuasion?
Was it smooth or was it texture?
Oh, it's antenna protectors for FPV drones.
Shrink wrap, he says.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's
Okay, look more.
when they promised a nondescript packaging. I think that's what happened there.
That's not a French pickler, is it?
Oh God, I almost put out my coffee.
Good for you, Rick. Good for you.
I'm sorry.
And you asked before, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time, Kim, on Zoom. I wonder why.
I guess I'm gonna not be on the Facebook friends list long, am I?
Click.
We got about a 1 week shelf life on that one.
I guess I'm gonna.
Yes, X, how you doing? Nice to see you this morning.
Oh my God.
Those are antenna tubes. You know the ones they put on to protect the antennas there. Those stinking
Okay,
antennas in that
whatever you
PV.
say, Kim.
So now when I pick up those bayonets, Kim, I want you to hand the non-sharp end to me.
Oh my God.
You know what, Val? I just tried to send it. Since your live stream, and this just was by accident, coincidence, I can't send a super. I can send super stickers. I cannot send a chat no matter what I write. It says message not sent, error, and try again.
It's been doing that to me for 4 days. That's why I've been sending stickers every time.
You as well? Okay, good. Because we were wondering, because we're going to send it off to
I
Twitter.
wonder if it's with just Canada.
That's possible. It could,
I assumed
Yeah,
it was
let
because of
me
my
send
cell
them.
phone.
Yeah. No, I'm trying on my desktop right now, and nope, nothing.
Yeah,
So,
no, I've been just buying the stickers. They won't let me buy the chats.
that's good to know. So there you go. See, this is the kind of things I'm always mentioning for, so people can tell me if they get the same thing.
Yeah,
And
they
it could
let
be-
me send them.
Yep.
Were you tricking me, Andrew?
Okay, you're gonna have to use your imagination. Mine was gonna say hashtag I'm sorry, Kim, but I'm just gonna have to send a sticker instead. But I will send a sticker. I will send a sticker. I'll find something relevant to that. So everybody just gotta put on their imagination hat right now.
So know that my $2 in Canadian is really free.
That's about $980.
Yeah, I just sent $1,000.
That's Roger's rent.
I think I now sent him enough to get to get the Mavic 2. Oh my God, that is
Be
so.
back in a minute. I'm gonna get a cup.
And mine is the postage stamp. He'll send it to his landlord. All right.
You're fine. You don't need it. Enough.
Dang, it's really nice out. You finally can walk outdoors with a bloody t-shirt on.
I agree.
Oh,
It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
yeah.
I was
Hold
working.
on, let me go see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice and sunny day for once in a row.
Yeah. Now we're supposed to
Yeah,
be
I
nice
think this is
whole
yours.
week. Thank you, Andrew, for that. And Val, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And Commissioner Rick sent one a while ago. Thank you so much.
Did we
Yeah,
sick?
no worries.
What happened to Kim? We made him sick already?
Hey,
It's gotta
Hey,
make a
I'm-
coffee.
Oh, I thought you-
He's deleting me off.
Andrew,
busy
on
deleting
your
me off
on your
Facebook.
on your meme, do you see when she holds a finger up? Is that a middle finger? What the heck is that?
It's whatever you want to be. It's like clouds. You see what you want to see into it. and run with it. that means a lot to me. So you just do what you think is right. You run with it.
Because it looks like F me, you know?
Easily could be. Easily could be.
Man, does it ever get thick in here sometimes?
Oh my God.
That's-
How did you
that-
find that one?
What, that one? Yeah, she's holding up. It's the.
I'm doing two fingers, so it's not
Yeah.
like
You,
messed
you,
up.
you what with two fingers? I've never heard the word. What are you talking about? Oh, come back down to earth with us. Sir. You're getting all crazy and carried away with the.
Oh my God. Look at that. Yeah. You always find the best stickers.
That was YouTube is as cleanly as it can be, so they definitely meant it as an index finger. There's no doubt about that. So, that, like I say, you can read into it. whatever you
Either that or whoever designed that one is sitting back there snickering his
Yeah.
butt off. You know?
Yeah, that's true. This is true. I could easily
Me. Take that.
a couple millimeters to the left and right can make a big difference in what you see when it's done.
Yeah.
So where did Kim go? Kim.
I make a coffee.
I
you
thought we
can't
made him sick.
hide.
Yeah,
You
I thought
know
we
where
made him
you
sick.
are.
They're all so mean. I hate being on the live stream.
He's running down to get his little snappy thing.
Yeah,
His little, there she goes with size again.
a French
Little.
tickler. That's what they called it.
He's like, I want that now. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna play
Oh.
Proud Father for a second. I was working on some this morning. I found this picture came up. This is Audrey when she was 1.5 years. I've been working on it this morning.
Ah.
How beautiful. Look at her.
That's our hippie child, we call her right there. She was like a little Morrison type of thing.
Look at her hair.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah. Her hair has never been cut. It's only been just trimmed on the edges, but it's never been
She's
cut.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, she's beautiful. Just
Takes
yeah.
after Mama, doesn't she?
Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot of the same features. I'm adopted, and I had a great family and no regrets, but they all had jet black hair. So to have somebody who has the same kind of eyes as you and stuff like that and everything,
Yes.
you really bask in that because
It's cool.
Yeah.
you know, not that I haven't, like I said, no regrets. I had a good home. There's no issues. Just it's nice to have somebody that looks like you. You can see it in there, see the features.
She's gorgeous.
Well, you see,
Hey,
I'm,
you know what?
I'm
She's-
the only one's got hair left on the head in the whole family. So.
I know, and you got a trouble head full of it, so you just just not wearing that damn cap all the time. We got to get you shirts or something or a logo.
I take it off after every live stream. I take it off. So.
That's what I was gonna thinking. Yeah, but the whole time we were at your place, you never wore a hat except when you were on.
Yeah. It's the only time I wear the hats when I'm on my live stream.
Well,
Or sometimes outside in the sun.
yeah, well, it'd be practical, I hope. And when he goes to the bathroom, he always has to wear a hat. I noticed that too. That's kind of many weird quirks about going to the house that make you feel uneasy. You know,
Hey, Brad.
hangs on the bathroom door. He's got to have the hat, or he can't go to the bathroom. He gets scared.
Oh my God.
Like little plastic dewy things.
What are they doing?
Oh, look at this.
Blowing the house up or something? I don't know what they got going
See, I
on.
told you, Kim's saying, give me that. I want to take that upstairs.
Yeah, well, that's who's gone with
Doing
it.
it now.
Hey, Brian Gear, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Morning, Brian.
Really?
Destination Chronicles, how you doing? Good morning, good morning.
Destination. Whoa.
Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way in or way out. It does help out the channel.
I think I have everyone in the stream. I have to look through because they keep undoing stuff. So it's hard to keep up. You really have to check now to make sure you still have everyone. So I think that's just ridiculous.
I noticed super chats were working last night because I went on Franco's TV last night and I gave him a super chat. So I know
Whose stream were you on?
Franco TV. It's a paranormal station.
Oh, of course. Of course.
doing the
You like
live-
zombies.
He was doing a live stream. He had over 1,000 people in his live stream.
People love ghosts.
He was
They
filming.
just love them.
I think he was filming from Arizona yesterday. So the hotel was open and everything. Man, oh man. It was
Okay,
good.
so right now I'm not subscribed to Rulin. And I've had him since almost 2 years now. Okay, I got you again, Rulin.
Cool.
Yeah, but don't forget, didn't you look at Andrew's live stream last night? What happens with that?
What?
What did I do?
What did
Last
you
night you were
do?
explaining to people how you're not subscribed, but you really are subscribed to people.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I watched that.
What a nightmare that is. For the last 2 weeks, I've been hitting that subscribe every time I see it's red. And now I realize I've been unsubscribing and subscribing like 100 times a day.
Yeah.
If this had been 2 weeks or something like that, I get it. Things happen. We can't hold, programs are programs. Things are what they are. But when this is happening literally over 9 months, it's beyond sickening. How many people have all of us lost because of that stupid glitch?
That button, yeah.
And you can see it like this. That's why I wanted to show people like how you see your categories where you're gaining and losing, because you'll actually see there a lot of times now. Some purposely do. Somebody can hate us. That's all right, but not to the extent that it's happening. So it shows you how many people are doing it accidentally.
Okay.
Well, I said
So I got Rulin again. Flipping, oh my God. I got Key Studio and I got She Shed. But She Shed I never had.
Oh, no?
No, I never had her for some reason, but I picked her up. I'll go watch her.
We were on last night for her birthday, but it's right up your alley. It's all the late, and they get like 100 in the chat and stuff like that. And man, it's just like I
That's
told her
just like me.
I said it's like I get drunk and woke up with the Golden Girls.
I'm like, where did all of you come from?
Has everybody seen Destinations Chronicles? Last comment about paranormal channels. That tickled my funny bone. That one did.
I like Destination Chronicles.
Yes.
Well, I just got this from Zoom. Starting June 1st, 2020, they're going to start charging us GST and HST taxes.
Good stuff.
On Zoom.
Well, here's what you do. You claim your YouTube at the end of the year, and then you claim your Zoom against it because they're charging you tax now.
Yeah, guys, I'll be right back. Evidently, my dog found squirrels attacking again, and I have to go help him.
Squirrel attack.
Let them get at the squirrels first. Don't stop something in progress.
Squirrels are just a hot meal for dogs.
Yes, exactly.
That's food.
It sure is, Brian.
Will I ever be happy to do this on a laptop tomorrow? Jeepers.
Hey, Tim, how you doing? Platinum Scientist UFO Builder.
Good to see you. You're doing well. Hey, Corey, as well. Hope you're doing great, bud. Did you know that Recycle Dude had to start his channel all over again?
Oh.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I never asked. I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
You're hanging in there, Tim? Okay.
I think I was on for a long time.
Recycle Dude, he came on our channel. He only had about 5-6 people in his.
Yeah, it's a new one he started. Yeah, called The Dude. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about 2 years.
Oh, back when?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
3 weeks ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, yeah, yes. I forget how he came in. I think I did meet Gill Skills. I think he was one of the ones I met through there. Gill Skills brought kind of the recycling guys and the.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how I met Gill Skills, because Gill Skills was kind of my entry into all those channels like that.
Yeah.
Scrap collectors and stuff. And
Bob tends to do a bit more than just scrapping, though, doesn't he? He does other things. So he.
Who's that?
Bob Gill Skills.
Oh yeah, but back then that was kind of like, our channel, because what it was like, it was kind of all these different niches coming together. They each kind of had their claim to fame, kind of thing, is how it had a bunch of people. So he kind of brought all the scrap guys with him, like Moose Scrapper and all of them. And
okay.
But before Gill Skills, we had Raphael Scrapper. He was, I think, our first one we ever had that would come in doing that stuff.
Yeah, Raphael also.
Raphael's been around since the beginning of you guys, pretty much, hasn't he?
Yep. I think he was the first scrap guy we ever had. Yep.
Raphael?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a special YouTube for me to show me how to solder.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
still
He's a
on.
nice guy.
Nice.
I had to watch it a few times just, and then Kim went on with me and we were able to get soldering done. But yeah, he was the guy who said, it's not too hard. I'll show you how.
You know,
And he
you
did a
really
whole
see
video
the
for me.
you really see the help and how giving all the community is. You know, he might be a scrap guy, but there he is helping you how to learn how to solder, right? Like,
But that
Yeah.
was always our argument of why to come and what a
Hi,
place
Kim.
making a bunch of niches, because you meet people already in your niche by what you do. The point is now to meet people that don't do exactly it but are still interested, or you can talk with them.
Hey, baby.
Hi.
say hi, Riker.
Those are some very cute PJs.
You only get one hi, and he said hi. So
Yeah.
Copper State Aerial Photography. Good morning. Nice to see
Hey,
you.
Copper State.
Good morning.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny. Rick just shrunk. Yeah,
he's exactly my clone. If I was to find a picture of me at 7.5 or 8 years old, I look identical to him.
I'd believe that. Yeah, I would believe that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Which we don't know if he looks like Grandpa or not, because we never got to meet Grandpa because my dad's adopted. But I look just like my dad, and he looks just like me. So we assume that Grandpa looked the same.
Okay.
Oh,
The bloodline is strong.
Yeah, good genetics, anyways.
okay. Hey, computer chick, how are you doing?
Good morning,
Oh.
computer.
I attempted last night on my show, and you should have seen Robert and I right before I went on, to stream through Zoom onto YouTube, but to use OBS.
Okay,
Yeah, that was something.
you got it going.
We did with the thing, but I got to tell you, it made the show a little choppy. I mean, I don't mind saying that there's a bit of room for improvement, like this wide.
Yeah, the thing is, you got to have the computer pushing it to doing it, because remember, you're doing two streaming services. You're streaming through OBS and through YouTube. It's taking a lot more power of your computer.
Yeah, let me tell you, that wasn't the problem. It was, I was like, okay, I know how to do this. So yeah. Robert, Rojo was like, okay, here we go, Al. It was, oh my God.
The best thing I find to do with it is I have two cameras running, and now that we bought the new one, now I use my C920 for Zoom only. With that one, that's what everybody on Zoom will see me as. But through OBS, I have my main camera that I use. That stays my main camera even when interviewing somebody. Then the other one, I have Zoom going through my webcam just so they have somebody to see when they're talking, and they're the ones being shown. If that makes any sense. I use two
Okay,
separate.
so as politely as I can. Hell no, that made no sense.
Okay. I have one camera for Zoom. So
Yeah.
when say we're on Zoom right now, I wouldn't be using this camera. I would be using my other one.
Oh, okay.
That's right beside. That's why it's mounted that way. So it's kind of the same eye level and everything. So if I was to bring this into my OBS stream, I would bring it with using my other camera that you guys could see me, but the people on my show wouldn't see me through that camera. Only you guys. Then I use my standard camera that I use for everything. So I have one window that has my camera that I use for my show. And then I have another window on the side, and that one is just for Zoom.
Okay.
Are my eyes going like this?
I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
Okay, so that was looking quite professional in her interview streams.
Oh,
thank you.
There you go. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Oh, Lonnie Paul.
Hey, Looney Paul, how you doing?
So, yeah, I think I you know what? I think there's too much information in my head now, so now it just hurts all the time. But
That's the problem with OBS. When you're taking it all in at first, it gets to be overwhelming because there's so many things, so many steps, so many ways to do things. That's what happens to a lot of people. They get very overwhelmed by it. That's happens a lot more than it does.
OBS, yeah. So yeah, because I will tell you that when I have my camera on and then I go into Zoom, I have to have my OBS up in Zoom so you can see me, because I haven't figured out how to do the two different things yet.
Right. That's and you need two separate cameras to do it that way.
Yeah, and virtual whatever. Well, I do have a few cameras.
Okay. Well, then you can run it through. Yeah, you just associate one, like when you pick in the bottom corner for your video. For that one, you're gonna pick one camera, and you're gonna have another camera, and that one will be you on OBS.
Hey,
The other
so-
camera is just so people can see you, so they're not talking to a blank screen.
Okay, so I know a lot of you are out there sitting there thinking, how did this gal pass the 107? Don't ask. It didn't cost much to pay someone. No, I'm teasing.
This is an old interview, but the one with Doug here on the left,
Oh, yeah.
he's seeing. This is my Zoom window that I imported.
Okay.
And through that window, he's seeing me on my smaller webcam and using the mic off of that one. So that's where he hears and sees me. But the people on our show were seeing us through our other camera. This was our old one before. So these are two
Oh.
separate cameras. So this one is the same one we use for our whole show. It's just a sized window to match
Uh-huh.
the other one. And the one with Doug into it has us both, but you always see him talking because, of course, you just leave it, take predominance. You don't let you come up into it. And so that's why when we're talking, I'm talking through this mic and my big camera for everybody that's watching us. And if you guys were on, I'd be talking, you'd be hearing me through my smaller mic on my camera and my webcam.
So
that's separate.
Rulin is saying no need to do that install virtual cam for OBS. So if you're doing it this way, you're not doing a virtual cam on OBS then. I think I see that point.
But if you've only got one camera, it can only look at
Yeah,
one.
exactly. That's the thing about it. You still need two cameras, so.
I love this. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Destination Chronicles is simply using a phone.
Me too.
That's how I was doing it in the beginning because I didn't have anything to use. But I did get the webcam because we kind of all were getting the CE9 2220 whatever.
Andrew is not as I hear him talk. What? Sorry, I don't understand, Roland.
Andrew is not.
I'm guessing he imagines you sound different.
Oh, okay. Actually, I have a very high pitched voice.
Very heavily processed.
He talks like
yeah,
this.
yeah, that's right. Otherwise, I squeak like a mouse.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not using virtual cam. I do have virtual cam, but no, I don't use it that way. No, that's why I'd still be under the impression you would need.
Hey, no,
Oh,
man.
I know what he means. If you're splitting the signal between the two cameras, maybe, and then one goes to Zoom and one goes. I didn't think you could split it. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been using virtual cam, so when I go on that, it will actually show OBS in Zoom. But last night, what I was trying to do is have OBS bring Zoom into OBS. That's where I ran into my problem. So I'm going to have to watch more videos on how you do that because that's how I've gotten that far. And it was so funny because Robert has such great hopes for me, like I'm doing, and he goes, "Okay, Val, are you gonna run the outro?" Like, hell, who the hell has an outro? I'm lucky to have an intro. So I'm gonna have to think of an outro now. I like Robert. You think, oh my God, that's laggy if you do that, Val. Yeah, I've noticed that. But I'm trying to get into OBS and have that work without doing Skype. I just don't know why I just don't like Skype. I'm prejudiced against Skype.
AZ drone, dude, congrats on your new drone being delivered to you, the Evo 2 Pro.
What? Oh, he has an Evo 2 Pro.
Yeah, it's been shipped out.
Nice.
Everybody's been waiting a long time for that.
I bet, yeah.
At least it's finally coming now.
Well, the Autel X-Star Premium was the first. Well, the X-Star was the first drone I ever had. I had planes before that.
Wow.
You still have it?
Autel- No, I sold it years ago.
Hey, Ninth Element.
I don't keep my drones. Once they sit on a shelf and I don't use them, they move on.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I know AZ drone, dude. It was expensive. Yeah.
But Roland, it wasn't laggy. We do it in real time. We've done it with some. We've done it for over, I don't know, 100 interviews like that. It's not laggy at all. It's not. I mean, you got to have a computer driving it and stuff like that, but nonetheless,
I'm good at that.
the reason why I do it that way is because I want a consistent shot of our show the whole way through it. That's the reason why. I want the same camera because I've seen some do it and they have them talking through their camera, plus they have the one in Zoom talking at the same time. It becomes an absolute disaster. That's exactly why.
Ninth Element. Yeah, see, I just need to learn all that. It's a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn what will work with your system. Because right now my computer's out is 4 years old.
Well, that's the point. Then yeah, you can try it. I didn't think you could split the signal that way between two at the same time. I thought you'd have to, your camera would only, still even with virtual cam, would only work on one or the other. But
I don't know. I tell you, I went in and tried to fix it. I tried to get something else to happen. So by the time I went on Sunday, all I could use was Zoom, and I couldn't get the game up on Zoom. So I was like, oh my God. So we shared a window and it was very laggy then. So then for game night. And so then last night before I went on, I called Corey Mano, help. And so he helped me. And then I went on and then there was all, it's a thing. My brain just doesn't want to accept any more information. It said, you're full. You're done.
OBS is a lot to take in and everybody wants to do something different with it and everybody has their own uses. It's not a straight path. So everybody's wanting to do their own thing, which means you're always customizing in some shape or form.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you guys, I love my Stream Deck.
It's
I
awesome,
do.
isn't it?
Love it.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, don't forget tonight, we got those guys on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Phantom Flight 101. And then we got 8:30 tonight, we got Coast to Coast Drones. So don't forget.
And at 7, we have Pusa.
And we have 7 o'clock at Pusa Studios.
Yep. Tonight
I'm not on tonight, so I don't mind telling you.
And tonight is going to be the Pusha Push. So anybody under 1K, especially if you're looking for an extra shot.
Oh, nice.
That's why I get in and out real quick at Andrew's channel. Just I say hi, and then don't put me on the spotlight, and I'm out of here.
You got to get the spotlight. We got to get you up there in Bell's.
Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to do it.
I'm getting close.
Just trying to
You are getting close, aren't you? What are you at?
976.
Whoa, that's up there.
After 980, if you guys can get them 4 more after 980, come on in. We have the rule if you're less than 20, we get you on the last straw. Actually, push, you get the last quarter, so you already qualify.
Well, right on. Well, if I'm up tonight, I may pop in there and say hi.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, we got some goose hawks in the lilac trees.
No, if I can just get 1,000 watch hours too. Can you guys help me out with that? No.
Right?
I don't recommend that anyways. That's bad. That's it. A lot do that. They'll get everybody together and say, will you watch my playlist to get me there? And that's all great until they get there and then they stop doing it. And then the algorithm stops recommending you because they don't think you're interesting anymore. That's
right.
That's what happens a lot of times in those. They'll be like, oh, we're going to get them there. Let's all watch his playlist tonight. They do it. Then they're not after that. Then the algorithm says, oh, well, nobody's coming back. So this channel ain't worth watching.
Okay.
So it's futile anyway then.
And
Yeah.
Roland will be on within an hour or two for Drone TV, guys.
Okay.
Roland.
Zero turn care.
By the way, Ninth Element, sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. Sorry about that, Lonnie. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Lonnie.
No, my watch time is going up and not even trying. That is awesome, computer chick. Congratulations.
Yep,
Well
that's
done.
nice.
She works really hard on her channel.
Check out that awesome cable install, guys. This guy came and put a cable to the next door neighbor. See how he didn't attach it to anything and he hung it from the...
Oh my God, it's like a clothesline.
That's right. Computer
Yeah.
tagging is very important.
That's shabby work.
Somebody probably paid for
Pretty sure I'm gonna go and cut that, and just my explanation is I don't want my kids to get hung on it. Like that's pretty crappy work. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put my ladder up and just cut it off.
I'd have them come back and fix it.
What
It
happens
wasn't
in
for
the
me.
what happens in the wintertime when the ice develops up there?
It'll
and it
rip
starts
that right
moving?
down.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, that wasn't for this place. It's for a unit 4 down. Like she has an end unit. And yeah, it was 4 down and he just ran it right down the gutter. I don't understand what the thought was there. And he had a guy come and do it.
That's insane. That's crazy.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be closing down now. So
What?
we'll see you all tomorrow.
Excuse me. I didn't say you could close down. I thought we said I was the boss. I get to be the boss this time. Don't look at Paul.
Rolling at 9:25 for ages now. Okay.
Destination Chronicles, I'm stagnating. Yeah, a lot of getting it and a lot losing
A
it.
lot of us are.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Destination.
Last night we went from 11,583 all the way up to 11,621, and I'm hoping to God for the last time we'll see 11,600 because I'm so sick and tired of it. It's been
Yeah.
a month. I'm I could puke. So I'm eagerly
Let me
cautious.
just- For the last 3 or 4 months, I've been seeing 1,600 above, below, above, below, above, below. And it's
Yeah.
just stayed there because every time I get new subscribers, and they're good, they come into my show, all
Yeah,
of a sudden they'll take 20 away.
exactly. And that's
But
what's
I'm
happening.
I'm not botting myself. No
You're
one's
gaining,
botting
but you're
me. I
also
don't know
losing
why
on the
it's
back
happening.
end. That's why.
Yeah, so I'm just,
Okay, everybody in the stream, have a good one. See us all tomorrow
Hi
morning.
guys.
Be well.
Don't forget to line up for tonight, guys. I'll let everybody say goodbye to everybody in the stream.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye, Asgard.
No,
Bye,
talking about the chat.
Element.
Talking about the
Bye,
chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Yes,
the
Destination
acquaintance we
Chronicles.
forgot.
Bye.
A bunch of drunken sailors.
Now let's do Saturday Night Live closing, everybody. I want to thank the one I'm broken. I want to thank Computer Chick. Oh my God.
Bye, everybody.
Terrible.
Bye.